Welcome to Speed Gaming 4. This is the SGLIVE 2024 Super Metroid Map Randomizer first semi-final match. Nevdi versus Oatsngoats. If you thought that Aussie versus Oats was a ton of fun, yeah, I'm saving that UFC intro for the grand finals. Nevdi on one side, a top 10 rando runner. Oats, no stranger, obviously, to the SM community. Literally one of the absolute legends. This is going to be a ton of fun. If I had spotlights for these two, I would spotlight them very, very well. But I hope you all are all set and ready to go, because this seed is about to show us who's going to have the game one advantage heading into what would be a kick to the lower bracket game number 2. And I am joined by the one, the only, it's Eddie. What's up, Eddie?
Yo, what up, WX? I am excited to do comms alongside you for this match between Nevdi and Oats. The first seed, Nevdi, and the fourth seed entering the tournament, Oats. But Oats going on a tear, taking out Aussie, who, though Aussie was the fifth seed, everyone was pretty sure was by far the favorite for this tournament to maybe even go like undefeated altogether, but knocked Aussie into the losers bracket. So we got Oats versus Nevdi, the first seed, and I am excited for this match, WX.
Oh, Eddie, I said it at the time. I said any other tournament, that's a grand final matchup between Aussie and Oats. We have another potential grand final matchup, and it's just the semifinal. But Nevdi comes into this tournament as the number 1 seed. Oats is the number 4. And what a surprise. We're getting started here with West Ocean.
Okay, already a slight divergence. Oats decides not to check the door directly above. Nevdi does. And it's Phantoon. What a surprise. What a surprise.
Phantoon and West Ocean, or Phantoon and Parlor, have seemed to be the theme the last couple of weeks in this tournament.
Okay, I want to say something. Nevdi did something that Oats did not. He did a wall jump to peek the topped item at Ocean. I think that was either a gravity or an E-tank. It was something quite important. I didn't quite get to see because, our feeds are a little bit lower quality, but either way, that's good information for Nevdi to know. Oats did not do that. It's a little rando specialty, but yeah, here we go. Getting that morph ball to the right of ship. Both of them are thinking, people that go right of ship are getting rewarded. And the next thing they will do immediately is go back to Ocean and check the item at the bottom left, because that's pretty much all that's reasonable to do right now. And that's gonna probably give him some... Wait, what is that going to give him? That might give him speed booster, bombs, space jump. Could be a handful of things. I think it could... No, it can't be wave beam because, yeah, you can't really get through the gates right now. So, yeah, it's probably going to be speed booster, bombs. Could be screw attack. I don't know. We'll find out. It's a good time for a gamble, I guess. But, yeah, no gamble going on right now.
Where is F Junk Dump when we need suit gambles for chat? Shout out to F Junk Dump. I see a ton of you hanging out here. I know you all want your gamble, so if there is a Speed Gang moderator hanging out watching, we can get a suit gamble up. That would be great. But I find it really interesting, just map placement. The racers have to be able to get to the top of West Ocean in order to be able to face Phantoon, because Eddie is, as I keep telling people, Phantoon in these settings have to be in the connecting room on the right-hand side to where the wreck ship map station is.
Yep, exactly. So somewhere along the top or in the little cubby hole in the middle section. What I will say is we know at this point for sure, the only thing we could take these power bombs to is to get to the top of Ocean. I'm not really sure why Nevdi's pausing here. Maybe you have to think twice. Perhaps he was thinking about if he should just go through the blue gate, because that almost makes sense. It looks like that's what Oats actually did. Nevdi is going to go up here and break out these blocks first. There is a chance that this is just immediately going to give Nevdi an item, and it doesn't connect back to the middle left. Oats, on the other hand, takes the blue gate, knowing that he can get out with these power bombs. And let's see here. Yeah. So this is a little shortcut for Oats. And this is almost certainly going to be a major item or a progression item of some sort. It's this thing that Oats is doing. I'm going to put my money on super missiles here. Yeah, we'll see all of that.
I'm going with supers. Yep, and that's exactly what it is. Come on, the people want to see a super missile only Phantoon fight. And the pancakes are found.
Yup, that's the gravity. So Nevdi did see that. He was able to scout it out, but in the end, it doesn't really matter. Oats didn't scout it out, but they're getting it anyway. So Oats a little bit ahead just because of the slight routing in the beginning. So we're gonna see Oats kind of go through these rooms a little bit faster.
Absolutely. And interestingly enough, Eddie, as well, we do have a fantastic tracker with us as well. We have the one, the only Lunatic Moth. They are hanging out with us on tracking, so make sure you give Lunatic Moth a shout out. So we're gonna see where Nevdi and Oats both go. Oats with a nice climb here through Precious Room and gets Oats' first missiles of the seed. Now, Eddie, I know you know, obviously, as a runner, you don't just want to run into Phantoon with supers only, so these missiles are gonna help.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And what I will say, Oats as the world record holder for any percent, and just having a lot of more experience overall, I have a suspicion that Oats's Phantoon might go a little bit smoother than Nevdi's. Not to say that Nevdi, also who runs Phantoon first route, does know how to do this, but you know, there is some expectation that Oats did not check the left room, leaving Precious. So I think Nevdi's gonna pick up some time here because Oats is gonna have to backtrack for that bombs. Whereas Nevdi just Oats is gonna have to backtrack for that. As Nevdi decides to just check the left door and picks up those bombs. So it all just kind of comes down also right now on this Phantoon fight. Let's see if Oats can grab some of these missiles. He's gonna want to use only 4, no more than 4. Otherwise you can't hit Phantoon when his eye opens up. So here we go. 5 missile Phantoon is all about ammo management. He wants to pick one up. Okay, so okay, that's not bad. Yeah, this is always a little bit tough. Let's see if Nevdi can do this a little bit better. He just fires 3. And Oats is gonna have to get some missiles here. I would shoot 1 missile, yes, so that the flames can drop missiles. And this might be enough to finish off the fight. Excellent.
All right.
Nevdi fired a super. That's really bad.
Twitch chat, let us know if that sound is better. I've been trying to fix it while Eddie's been giving the explanation. Let us know if the sound quality is better. I know it was a little high on Oats' side, so hopefully that's better. So, well done, and Nevdi made a Phantoon very angry!
Yeah, it's not very good. But after this mid, I think Nevdi is going to be able to finish off Phantoon right here. Should be enough. Didn't fire the super. Nevdi plays with item select on select, which is, I'm going to say that's why he messed it up. He could have just fired the super right there, but yeah. Anyways, finishes off the fight. Oats is going to check that map. We didn't quite get to see, but he does know that he's going to have to go back to the Precious Room to pick up that major. We know it's bombs. And yeah, that's going to be the can fly that gets you to the top right of ship, which is another situation where Oats is going to save time on Nevdi, because Oats is quite good at the double bomb jump, and I don't know if Nevdi does that, so we'll have to see what happens. But yeah, because Oats has to backtrack for this, a little bit of time gain for Nevdi right here.
We have seen on so many occasions the upper right of landing site being used for the infinite bomb jump, and here we go. We're gonna see upper right landing site is by a sand pit that has a major.
Yep.
I see, it looks like Old Mother Brain has a major. I can't tell, is that?
Yeah, so that's a sand pit.
Oh no, that's ceiling. That's Retro Brain ceiling that has a major.
Yep.
No bosses.
And there is a long path to the right. All 4 majors, I believe, are things that all these players can get. Yep. Nothing seemed locked that I saw of. So yeah, as you said, the Retro Brin ceiling has one. Alpha Power Bombs is probably the second one they're gonna get. The first one they're gonna get is that sand pit for sure. So the other one, I think, was past several rooms. They have to go through Green Hill Zone and then through Terminator, and then they can make their way over to the left one. So there is some more on the right that they didn't quite see. But I think they want to
some of the area too.
Yeah, I think they do want to probably collect all the majors before they continue on. We see that there's a connection to Bryn, but there is more to the right that I don't know if we fully got to see here. But yeah, as you can see, because Oats kind of missed that the bombs early, the little advantage they had, Nevdi now has that advantage. And you can see a lot of this early game stuff does add up, especially when you're in a race against players of this caliber. Oats is the kind of player that wants to like have a tough early game and just sky past Nevdi, get that big advantage, because that's where his movement and everything shines, the double IBJ, the quick wall jumps and everything. So Nevdi getting a lead right off the bat as the more experienced rando player is definitely good for him.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, also, obviously, Oats is no stranger. Oats has done insane level seeds. He's done insane desolates. He's done crazy settings, but in this tournament specifically, over the amount of commentary that I've done, it does seem like some of these seeds start off as you all get the same items, and then there is a route divergence. One is right, one is wrong, that can literally shape the entire game.
Yep. Now this is interesting. I wonder, okay, so you know, I will say the previous second seed Spiffy, if he was in here, one of the ways that we like to do this is to do, I think Oats might be too far left. I hope that's not the case, but I think he might be okay. It's close for him, but yeah, double IBJ for Oats, so he's going to be saving a lot of time. As long as he doesn't block this, I think he's fine. He's going to be fine.
He's so close.
He's really close,
so
yeah. You know, I think if you're Nevdi, you can make an argument to go up and get the top major before collecting this major here, because you're going to have to do this again. And so if you're able to collect a speed booster or space jump, a better way to get up there, it feels bad knowing that Oats is double IBJing and saving so much time on you, because I know that's exactly what he's thinking right now. He's like, I just had to IBJ twice.
Oh, it's a double major.
Oh, spring ball. That's huge.
Oh, that's a massive item. So,
okay.
Spring ball is beautiful for a lot of underwater mech. It's fantastic if you don't have high jump. Think worst room in the game. It's good to go to jump around that one area. It's such a great item to have that's a little underutilized. But even a lot more better here in Rando when you don't have gravity suit. But the racers do. Might make Fish Tank a little interesting.
The reason why this is actually really important for Nevdi is they're going back up again. And oh no, they don't have to go back up again. Okay, yeah. No, does that save connect? No.
They can go through Fish Tank.
Yes, you have to go right. I thought the top connected. It did not. I was gonna say Nevdi could spring ball jump up there, but yeah, that's not happening.
See, I thought one of the save stations connected. I thought it was a...
I thought so too, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so dipping Norfair is an option. Nevdi chooses not to do that, and Oats just going a little bit faster has been able to catch up. But yeah, going up to the major, we're gonna have to see what it is.
Down. All right. Well, let's see.
And man, Oats' mechanics are so strong. He's just,
they really are.
Nevdi's really good himself, but Oats obviously being one of the strongest in the world.
Yep.
Really kind of showing off.
Not old mother brain. It's the hopper room.
Yep, alpha power bomb or beta power bombs.
Speed booster.
Speed booster. Okay, so
you thought the racers were going fast before. Just wait.
You know, this is really interesting. Like, it almost seems we're like near the end of the logic chain, right? Because we got spring ball, we got grapple, but we already have gravity and we got speed. This is kind of just, the world is just open at this point. I think we're on like step 5 of the logic chain, and it's just spitting out like 5 items. And then I think there's going to be like one more thing, and then that's the rest of the game. So this world is a very open world. There's kind of like all the steps have kind of been solved already. So it's a little bit less more about like, what does this item get me? And it's going to be more about like, how do I efficiently pick up everything, and which regions do I check first? So it's early game, mid game, you tend to get this situation where it's like, okay, I just got this grapple beam. What is this grapple beam going to unlock for me? I don't think we're at that stage anymore. I think the early game basically just moved quickly at this point. So we're just trying to route the best we can.
This game and Seed apparently just wants us to go absolutely balls to the wall here, Eddie. Plasma beam found for Nevdi. Oats is going for plasma as well here. Now the big question, and I want to get this from your point of view. I'd head to Norfair from here and risk it against runners of these calibers. We see double Brindor by Everest, which is the north of Criteria, but to the south is Norfair. Do you think that Norfair could be a trap, or where would you end up heading? Because both racers look like they headed the Brinstar.
So right at this point, because now we're kind of at this mid-game point, we're kind of at that late game, trying to figure out, okay, what are my conditions for beating Ridley? What are my conditions for beating Mother Brain and stuff like that, right? We don't have Varia, we have some E-tanks, but we have no ammo, we got no charge, right? So the value of majors are really high. So what I would want to do at this point is I want to grab that major that's down Green Hill Zone and through the through Terminator. At that point, I would take the save and I would head directly into Norfair, as it's going to be the closer region.
Excellent.
So here we go. I imagine both players are going to probably do that, but we'll see.
Both racers. I mean, we've seen in other racers too, like racers skip a major. I mean, this was evident, and I know he's hanging out in Twitch chat. Shout out to Baron of Red, who was taking on, I believe it was MM2. It was one major that was left in Criteria that ended up being the deciding factor. It was the charge beam major.
Yep.
And
I want to.
if this is charge beam, or let's put it this way, it's ice beam or Varia suit. It's a massive advantage to go for that major now rather than skip it.
Yep. Something I want to say real quick. We were talking about how Oates' movement was really, really clean. You can see that Nevdi has a little bit. You see Nevdi has passed up Oates through basically sheer experience.
Yep.
Oates, on the way to the major for Plasma, decided to take a save right above the Plasma room. That save is actually kind of pointless, because after you get those majors, there's no danger. We immediately go here, and then this is the juncture you want to save. Nevdi actually briefly thought about saving for a second, realized, oh no, I'm going to grab the major. Now I'm going to save and then head into Norfair. So that's what he's going to do. So Notes kind of took basically a save that had no purpose to it. And so just like that, even though his movement is so much cleaner and he's trying to catch up now, Nevdi chose not to do that, and therefore dodged the door transition, dodged the save. And Nevdi is taking that first save ever since basically the beginning of the game, because this is the only save that really matters. At this point, you have to make a save before you go down there, because who knows what you're going to find? Who knows? You might get a map 5 million years down the line only to find out your answer is at the entrance. So that's why you need to take the save right here. And so here goes Nevdi. Let's just probably do the same thing.
Yeah, so we've seen some interesting thing in chat making a very good point. He saved to revert if the major was bad and not to die. Also really good, and we've seen racers on multiple occasions use these pivot saves, go and check a room. Oh, the map is, ridiculously far away. Save into the next sector to see if there's a quicker major. We've seen this technique used before, and I feel like the more and more people have watched, other runners use this technique, they've started adopting it to their games as well. So Nevdi already in Norfair, and again, where is Oates going? Oates going for a hollow dot here, finds another energy tank. Oates is one energy tank away from Mother Brain go mode, far away from Ridley go mode.
Yep. So here's a little bit of a playstyle difference. You'll see players like Nevdi, you'll see players like Zeb. These hollow dots, they're not going to go for it. They're going to go hard on the majors. Their read on the meta is that the best play for sure, once you have at least a few tanks and you have just basically you got a power bomb pack, you got the super, and you got everything, that's it. I'm not going to bother wasting time on the hollow dots, the miners. I can get through everything I need to, and I am going to go find... Oh, Oates is backing out of here. I wonder why he's doing that. But that's the decision he's making. Oates sometimes plays a little bit more halfway, deciding I'm going to collect some hollow dots and make my decision there. I think that's sometimes a trap, because what ends up happening is sometimes you get into the situation where, okay, now I have 15 supers, I got 4 E-tanks. Do I go for charge or do I commit to the ammo? And it's kind of gets tough at that point, right? So I really think that Nevdi is he's clearing so much ground. He's already clearing a ton of things in Norfair, whereas Oates is trying to figure out where to go. And Oates is heading back into Bryn. I'm trying to figure out why he's choosing to do it. It's definitely a divergence play.
There's a reason Nevdi, the #1 seed coming into this, finds Phaser Beam and immediately ignore it. Again, no problem. I think Oates is headed to Bryn Star.
He is definitely heading to Bryn Star. And I'm wondering if he's doing this. I'm actually curious why he didn't do it. I don't know if he saw the map or something like that, but the map wasn't even that far. But he literally walked in and then chose to walk out. I almost feel like he feels like he needs divergence to beat Nevdi. That's the thing. That's what it seems like to me, which I don't know if that's necessarily the case, but this is going to make the game very different, obviously, because, right now Nevdi hasn't found anything good in this region.
Here's how I think about this. If you're Oates, right? Let's just put ourselves in Oates' shoes for a second. Oates might be thinking to themselves, look, all right, I need something to go ahead and beat Nevdi. What's going to get me the best advantage to beat Nevdi? Well, Oates, he's probably thinking to himself, you know what? I'm going to go a way that Nevdi might not. And Oates comes across a big, not talked enough about item is high jump.
Yup.
And also, Norfair, okay, great. We have Mother Brain info out of the way with. Doesn't matter. Because Oates can go Bryn, might find Torian, might find Meridia, might find Wreck Ship, and there are the bosses. And Oates has completed the bosses, and by process of elimination, Mother Brain has to be in Norfair. And now Oates has the map advantage by taking that risk to go away from where that Oates thinks Nevdi's headed.
Now, I will say one thing about that. There is a good chance that works out in Oates' favor, and he could just head down to Mother Brain. However, there's a few things, okay? So Oates got high jump boots. Because we have gravity and speed and everything, finding high jump boots, especially early game, is very, very useful. If you find it very late in the game, then kind of the value of that gets mitigated because you're playing a lot less of the game at this point. As you said, because Oats, we know where Mother Brain is for Nevdi. I don't know if there was anything else here.
I don't think there was. Nevdi hasn't looked at the map long enough.
Okay, so what I will say is, and Oats is kind of in a situation where he has to back out. One thing I will say is, though that is the ideal situation for Oats, and it absolutely can, Nevdi is gonna be fried a little bit here. There is a way that can work out poorly for Oats, and that is if they find all the bosses and Bryn extends upwards into the rest of the game, right? And let's say there's Turian left and there's Rex Ship left, but let's say all the bosses were in Meridia past Bryn. Right? What that means is now Oats is obligated to check out Bryn, or he would be obligated to check out Turian, and he'd be obligated to check out Rex Ship, whereas Nevdi would just entirely skip those regions. So it does kind of depend on how the whole world pans out. So finding that early Mother Brain actually is good information, provided that you don't spend too long in there and waste all your time, because basically Oats may get into a situation where he has to scout out regions that Nevdi does not, but we'll have to see how that works out.
So Oats actually headed to a farm room here, gonna take a save. This is a massive time loss for Oats.
It is a time loss, but I think he's going to go back and commit to doing that room at this point. I really do think he was going with a divergence play. I think he wanted to do Norfair and decided, you know what, like, I think I want to switch it up against Nevdi to make sure something doesn't happen here. And I can maybe go for divergence and win that way. Now, what I will say is Nevdi is heading over to this major that I did not see earlier, and it could be good.
If it's not, Nevdi's in trouble. It's just screw attack.
Ooh, okay. I think if he didn't have plasma, he might consider keeping that. Maybe not, actually. Screw attack at this point with this many E-tanks and gravity, you're kind of obligated to do it. Oats is going for the lava dive here. Yeah, that's why he needs all that health.
It's the lava dive gravity jump, maybe. Well, Oats has high jump.
Oh, his health's gonna be really low.
It's the gravity jump, and he needs the wall jump though. Does Oats get it? And Oats does.
And is it gonna be a hidden room?
No. Okay.
He's safe.
Criteria
He's safe.
crab hole. Breathe, chat. Oats is fine. It's fine. Nevdi's hanging out in Aqueduct. Back to criteria for Nevdi.
Yep, so Nevdi is now going to probably go do what Oats did. And okay, when we get the map from Oats, this is going to be very telling, because depending on where the bosses are, if all the bosses are here in Bryn, that's going to be devastating for Oats, because Oats is going to go hunting for Mother Brain basically in every other region. Whereas if every boss is in every region, then it's going to be probably fine for Oats, because by process of elimination, he'll know that Mother Brain is down there, and he's not wasting time because he had to search the regions anyway. Yeah, if that makes sense.
We want to point out that we have a health-related update from Andy. Oats' gum chewing rate just went up to 80 chews per minute. Well done, Andy. Nice joke. But let's see. Oats immediately finds, let's see, the crate or Draygon. And it's Draygon.
So it's Dray, and we've basically, Bryn has one region. So, has one boss. So right now, I will loosely say it is likely to be advantage Oats, because Nevdi did not really get that much of value out of that Norfair check. He has that information, but because there's only one boss here, there's a decent chance that this works out for Oats, because we're gonna kill this. We're gonna kill this boss, and then he has Phantoon down as well. So there's two bosses left. It just kind of depends as well. Let's say they head into Meridia, and let's say Ridley and Crate are both there. Now what that means is for the rest of the regions, Oats is gonna have to go check those. Nevdi will not. So we'll find out how this works out.
Also, that energy tank in pre-high jump room was so timely for Oats. All right, Oats is done here. Easy way to get out of this room with gravity and high jump, no problem. And this is gonna be, it's the chance! Oh, that's a massive find for Oats. Are you kidding me?
Charge beam is huge. And one thing I will say is, because Oats picked up a few extra hollow dots, that's typically I would say kind of like the conservative play, the aggressive play that Zeb and Nevdi will do are typically just skipping all the hollows, right? But because we now have charge wave plasma, that's 24 shots to kill Ridley and Motherbrain. And yes, 24 shots is quick, but the more important thing is Oats could probably do that on the tanks that he has right now. It would be a little bit tight, but he is more than capable of doing that. And that means if we see Ridley and we have to kill Ridley, I can do it. That's what he's thinking. So that's kind of a huge deal. The other thing is, there still is more game to play, so more than likely they're going to come across a little bit more health eventually.
Oh, it's a double
right now,
sector.
It's looking really good.
It's a double sector. Meridian to the top left, Torian to the top right.
Exactly. So here's the situation. Oats is going to go straight into Turian, and provided he doesn't get immediately locked out. And Nevdi's in a really precarious situation with his health. He's
Nevdi
probably wishing he had that screw attack now.
Yep, cannot take a hit in the key hunters.
Oh, this is looking not that great.
When was the last time
Nevdi takes a death? It's okay. He's got the save, but that's a time loss, and that does not feel good when you're playing someone like Oats.
Ripper Road for Oats, and this is a massive farm spot for supers.
Okay, right now...
Oh my goodness, more heated rooms!
Right now, everything is working out pretty well for Oats, but we still have to see what's going to be in Turian. Because if Turian has... you know, like Varia or something, that's going to mitigate maybe Oats' skill advantage on being able to kill Ridley with a kind of a more sparse loadout, because that's something Oats is really good at. Nevdi is capable as well, but Oats is going to be one of the best at something like that. If both bosses once again are in Turian, and let's say Varia is also in Turian, suddenly Nevdi's going to have a huge advantage because Oats is definitely going into Meridia afterwards to find Motherbrain, not heading back down to Norfair.
Correct. So Nevdi has the Motherbrain information. I'll make a counterpoint to you, Eddie. If Oats goes ahead and comes across that Varia suit, wouldn't that allow Oats to go even faster and maybe do some even more aggressive tech to destroy Ridley that much faster and then just push pedal to the metal?
Absolutely.
Just go through and, you know, check out every single room that he can.
Oh, absolutely. But what I will say is, funny enough, Oats at this point, I think, does not want to come across Gravity, right? Because Varia, because if he comes across Varia, then those two hollow dots that he checked earlier suddenly are kind of like, it's almost like wasted time, right? Because part of the reasons you check that is, I want the E-tanks and I want the supers to be able to do a Ridley that maybe my opponent cannot if they were not collecting these hollow dots. So suddenly that he knows at that point that would just be a time loss. And if Varia is in a path that they both take, then Nevdi will also be able to cook, basically, and not have to worry about that either.
Look at Oats. Seriously considering where to go from here. Oats is thinking, what is the best solution? And Oats doesn't want to do that hell run. Not at all. 150 energy. Oats needs to get out of here.
Oh, Nevdi, come on,
Beautiful
Nevdi.
Spring ball jumps from Oats. Nevdi has to reset again.
Nevdi really getting bodied by that key hunter. He really wishes he kept that screw attack. It's one thing I was a little bit worried about, knowing that he had to go through this section. I think Nevdi, after this, I'm sure he's going to go directly into the practice ROM and figure out how to manipulate that key hunter in the correct way. Funny enough, I think if you played, if you were someone that ran KPDR Kraid first, Nevdi is a Phantoon first player, you would have a better idea how to manipulate that. But in this case, it's not working out for him very well.
Yep.
At least the save's close by. All right. So, as we were talking about before.
Sorry, I was just saying, notice on both racers are back for the same save room that they did before.
Yep, exactly. I mean, basically the game kind of wants you to collect a bunch of tanks to be able to commit to all this. And I know Nevdi's feeling horrible right now. Nevdi, just take out your X-ray and X-ray this thing. Like,
there you go.
That's what he needs to do. He just needs to X-ray, because during the X-ray animation, you're hitting the guy as the iframes run out, but also you won't be losing your health.
Well, Oats took a hit from that key hunter. But Oats has done so many manips of these key hunters, it should not be a problem for Oats, and it wasn't.
It is a little bit different, but yes, into Turian, here we go.
Now, the biggest piece for these racers, where is the map for Turian? That's going to be a big piece here. And double missile at Gauntlet, so Oats can go ahead and avoid those.
Oh, Nevdi taking the left path. We got some more divergence going on here. He doesn't know because he doesn't have the map.
Divergence of this game. Biggest divergence. Because if Nevdi finds the other bosses and they're all hanging out in Meridia, you know, having a beach day, then that's a completely different story. That means Torian is dead. This Torian could connect to wreck ship. There's still so many possibilities. Oats flies through Parlor and comes across... Oh! Croc Speedway.
There's something that might be really important here. So both players have Phantoon down. So,
Yep.
Oh my God, Nevdi, are you gonna make it? Oh, 14
Nevdi,
HP,
please!
is this heated?
It's
Oh
a
my God, the
room!
save. No, that's not what he wanted to see. Back into the save. Nevdi has not made any progress in the last 9 minutes is at the point. This is really hurting
it's a
them. 5 minutes or
big-time loss.
something.
Hey, Eddie, Twitch chat currently doing this. Nevdi, do something! Nevdi fans may or may not be losing it right now. But that's okay. That's why it's a best of 3. And quite frankly, Eddie, I really want to see 3 games between these two.
I want to see 3 games as well. And you know what? I have to say, WX.
Yes.
We still don't really know what's going to happen, even though Nevdi's made no progress really. It's still kind of up for grabs on what's going to happen here. One thing I will say is, I know Oats is not comfortable with what's going on. If he knew how much trouble Nevdi was kind of in, but Oats is in a situation where he kind of needs to get to the map, but it's possible that the map is guarded by GT. So he's not really sure what to do. You saw him kind of in pain almost. He saw the GT fight and he really was like, do I do this? I have charge, I got wave, I have plasma, but I have 26 HP and 2 reserve tanks. It's a really bad spot to be in. You can see
Where are
he's
these
pondering.
farm rooms? It is not like these seeds to not have farm rooms in every area, but oh my goodness.
Another
Oats.
spot. Another
It's wrecked
map.
ship!
Another map. This is really good.
Is this
And
not
what's
what
gonna
I
be
said?
here?
Torian to wreck ship that can have nothing? Wreck ship has nothing!
Oh, it's
One
got
major!
nothing.
That's it, and it's through heated rooms to get there!
And
Oats
it's
doesn't
not
have the
just
health
heated
to get
rooms.
there!
That's Wasteland. That's a really bad heated room. I think what Oats is gonna do, he's doing it right now. He's gonna take his reserves. He's gonna spark up the main street, and he's gonna pray for an E-tank. If it's an E-tank, he's gonna go for that major. That's what's gonna happen right now. So will it be? It's an E-tank. He's gonna go for that major. He's definitely going for that major now.
That is clutch.
How is he approaching this? Yes. Okay, he is gonna go for that major, and he's praying it's gonna be something good. Because, yep, Wasteland, it's gonna take about 3 tanks to get through, and it's not easy, and then you gotta go back.
That's
there is a
Wasteland
farm
to
room
what?
right before Mickey Mouse, so he can
Wasteland
do this.
to what? Red fish?
Yeah, into Redfish. Is he? He's changing his mind. I don't think he's happy right now. He's
farming.
No, he's out of here. I don't think he's turning around. He's saying, I'm not. It's just not worth it. It could be Screw. We know where Screw Attack is. It could be Screw Attack. It could be Space Jump.
He doesn't need another major. I mean, Ice would be preferred because but again, on Nevdi's screen, depending what room that was before Mother Brain, if you can get enough run to get a short charge Shine Spark, then you don't need Ice Beam. But there have been quite a few occasions where I remember seeing Mother Brain's room to the left of Everest, and it was the Morph Ball tunnel into Mother Brain's room. There was no room to speed boost Zeb Skip. So again, this is what we've talked about. Oats, Torian, to wreck ship has nothing. Oats is out of here.
I will have to say, WX, I mean, obviously there's been a lot of mistakes mechanically on Nevdi's part, but there is something that is very devastating that's going to happen, I think, that may be the game that I didn't realize until just now. And the big thing here is Oats is now backtracking, and at this point, I think we can kind of deduce there's a decent chance that, well, at the very least here or in Meridia, that's where Ridley is going to be, right?
Yep.
So something that's really not good, really worked out for Oats, is he went for the map, he killed Dre, which is all mandatory, and he got charged behind Draygon. So what that means is because they're in the same area right now, when they eventually find Ridley, Nevdi's gonna have to find out a different solution to killing Ridley. That's gonna involve picking up holodots, And that's also going to involve a giant major chase where he's going to collect every single major in hopes of finding charge or Varia. And when he eventually doesn't find charge, he's going to realize he needs to scrounge up all sorts of ammo just to kill Ridley right there. And that's what's going to happen.
Ridley!
There's Ridley.
Stupid Ridley. Or
So we got Ridley right there.
I'd like to say Rodney. But look at the holodots. The double holodot of Golden Teresa. Old Mother Brain has a holodot. Like, if Oats comes across one more energy tank, even if Oats finds the super missile tank, Oats is golden. So I want to point out, and Eddie said this before, we're going to reiterate this. This is technically go mode for Oats, based on energy tanks, based on Variolus, and based on damage you can do in the Ridley fight. That charge beam is proving to be the difference maker in this game as of right now.
For a player of Oats' caliber, I would say this is 100% go mode. You can, if you want, pick up these holodots with the hopes that it's going to be super missiles. And the reason you would do that, first of all, if it's an E-Tank, he's going to welcome it because that's going to guarantee...
Hello!
That's going to guarantee the Ridley fight even more, even though he's more than capable of doing it with this many E-Tanks. The other thing is, if he picks up supers, then the Zeb skip, honestly, when you have charge, typically the solutions for Zeb skip is going to be charge or speed or ice. Because...
Where's Oats going?
Where is he going?
Oats, do you
Was
just
there
really
another
want to show off
holodot
what's
here?
in the game strats?
Ah, the
Save station.
I
don't agree with this. This is very risky.
I don't know when his last save was, so that might be the only reason, but he's gonna lose so much health having to do this, so
Yo.
he does only have to use... He's gonna load that, I think. There's no way... Yeah, I'm not liking that. There's a refill up there. Okay, so he's gonna go up there. He takes a save. He's gonna go to the refill and fight. Okay, now I understand why he did this.
But still needs to go through heated rooms to get there.
It's a little bit of the heated rooms, but it's a quick one. So this is... I don't know when his last save was. It might have been ages ago, in which case this is gonna be important.
Now, will Nevdi go for the major? That's another question.
Nevdi, I think, may have to go for it because he does not have charge or Varia. So I think Nevdi is going to maybe have to do this because he does not have a solution right now.
I'm more hyped up than the runners are. I might be more nervous for them.
Oats will definitely be able to do this fight. With high jump, with speed, this is basically his territory for a fight. He's got more than enough E-Tanks, and he's got 15 supers, so only 12 beam shots and 15 supers is enough.
And you saw Nevdi think about doing that D-boost down. All right, Oats versus Ridley. Everyone, let's see what Oats can do. Nevdi through pre-aqueduct, heading for that major. Remember, this is a major that Oats skipped. If it's Varia suit, it's good for Nevdi, but even better for Oats because Varia suit, the only thing you really need it for safety is this fight right here. Oats is going to be down to less than 200, cannot take a hit.
Wow.
Oh, and even realizing how much damage leaps right into Ridley, and it's all that for space jump for Nevdi. Oats now, I think it's safe to say, commanding lead, but needs to get out and take some refills. This needs to be a lot of energy. Oh, massive clutch energy for Oats.
Absolutely commanding lead. And one thing I will say is, I think even if that was Varia's suit, I just don't think it would be enough. Because it's just, Nevdi just has no answer. Even with Varia, like, at that point, Nevdi's gonna have to find ammo just to kill Ridley, because he's gonna have to backtrack just to kill that Draygon. So a lot of this comes down to Oats just committing to that play, going through Lava Dive on those tanks. Extremely powerful play, and that may have been even been the game-winning play. Obviously, we have more to go, but at this point, Nevdi's gonna back out of all of this, and he's gonna go straight into Meridia and find that last boss, and then yeah, and probably go end up being the game. Obviously, he doesn't know where Mother Brain is, but once he gets into Meridia, he can then deduce that Mother Brain was there. So basically, the early Norfair check for Nevdi
backfired.
Did not help. It did not help at all. It did not punish Oats. So this is really strong. This is really strong routing from Oats, and honestly, it's really hard to beat him in the seed with how he played it. It worked out perfectly for him.
This seed is much more even if Nevdi doesn't take if that key hunter is not a pain in the butt there. Too many resets, too many deaths to that key hunter. might have been the proverbial nail in the coffin for Nevdi in this seed, but you just don't know. Nevdi all the way to the west here of Brinstar. Oats knows exactly where Oats has to go.
Yeah.
It's
so
going to
obviously,
be a play from Meridia.
Nevdi's going to be kicking himself because of the Key Hunter mistakes, right? But I think even with that, Oats's route, doing that lava dive and getting the charge plus Draygon, I think that may have been the deciding factor. Here's the thing: if Oats goes back to Norfair, that's going to give Nevdi a chance. I think it's very clear here to go to Meridia, in my opinion.
It's right
He's thinking about it, though. He's thinking about it. Okay. All right.
Okay. Crisis averted.
Yes. You definitely have to. If you're in Oats' shoes, there, you have to go to Meridia. You made the divergence play to dodge Norfair, and essentially you're kind of backing out of that choice by going into Norfair right now if you did that. So it would have gone kind of against everything he did, I think, if you were to not go to Meridia right here. So this is essentially, I would say, this is perfect routing for Oats. Everything worked out perfect. Not going to Norfair. Not going to Norfair gives you loses you on information. Very astute for Nevdi right there. Did Oats?
There you go.
Did Oats cross that right now? Just now? No, Nevdi's already in Meridia.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Oats is about to get there. Oats wanted to take a save just in case.
Yep.
So this goes back to what you and I were talking about earlier. If you're in Oats' shoes when you see Bryn versus Norfair, kind of like what we talked about, where do you actually decide to go? How far do you feel your personal skills are for both of these runners? How much do you think either confidence or going to check stuff? And there is the other Zeb skip item, the better one. That's Ice Beam. So, Eddie, I want to just point out, because Kraid's the last boss we gotta find.
Yep. Somewhere here with
Twitch
Meridia.
chat thinks that Kraid could be hiding under his bed, could be hiding wherever in Meridia. I think Kraid's hiding from Oats. I think Kraid's had enough of Oats punishing Kraid over the years in the any % runs that Kraid is just hiding from Oats.
Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable. There's been a lot of punishment for Kraid. I don't know how many times. Probably has killed Kraid at least 10,000 times in his lifetime, so that's always a fun one.
Gotta have a little fun with Twitch chat. But right now, Nevdi not having fun, because Nevdi's like, where is this charge beam? Where are the energy tanks? And where do you go from here? Now, well, speaking of energy tanks, if this is a double energy tank for Nevdi, it could prove to be off big, and it is. That should also be enough energy for Nevdi to say, I want the map, I want Ridley, but where's Draygon?
Well, I will say that would normally be the case, but Nevdi did come across that very astute, so I think that is kind of the last thing he wanted to see at this point.
Pretty much.
What I will say, though, is Nevdi is kind of getting close to ammo to just being able to kill Ridley. Now, the interesting thing is because he has that Varia, we're talking about like 5+1 or something like that and having like strong beam. Now, the strength of his beam and stuff doesn't really matter as long as he just has any sort of ammo to be able to kill Ridley. Yep. What that means is it's possible that the route works out kind of okay for Nevdi, but he still has the Draygon kill that he has to do. Nevdi is trying to conserve these power bombs, which is going to cost him a little bit of health. He's kind of having some trouble here.
That acid is filling up Fast Pillar's room, no pun intended, fast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the double energy tanks for Oats. This is
Oats is just going so fast. Nevdi's kind of Nevdi's going as fast as he can, but it's really hard to go faster than the guy that has any % world record. So Oats is really making up time on Nevdi right now just on movement, even though he's already ahead.
Yep. The little confusion from people too. They're saying Oats has Varia. Oats does not have Varia. Oats has not gotten Varia suit yet. Oats has Ice Beam.
Managed to dodge it, but at this point, Oats
doesn't
not
care about
need it.
Varia.
No, he doesn't need it whatsoever. He's farming these guys just because he's afraid of the power bomb count, just in case something weird happens.
Oats wants to gift one of you a 3D printed version of the Varia suit, but no, Oats does not want the Varia suit here. Eddie, just imagine that. Imagine one day you turn on, let's say, Spiffy's stream, right? And all of a sudden, on the desk in the background is a 3D printed speed booster icon from SM. Would be legendary.
That would be legendary. I would pick it up, I'd hear the fanfare, and I'd just start going fast. All right.
Right into the monitor.
the map being next to oh gosh, Nevdi having some he's falling in that pit, I'm sure makes him feel not that great, but this is just interesting, like seeing the path here. Oats is gonna have to do this on bombs.
Trade.
Oh wait, this is kind of scary for oh, he's got a lot of health, so he should be okay, but if he kind of fumbles here and the acid, he's got no Varia suit, this can get really dirty. Oh boy. I think he's gonna be fine.
That's a lot more health
that's a little
than Oats
scary.
wanted to lose.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting is the fact that the races only have 5 power bombs each. There have been a lot of holodots the racers have come across in these paths that have been all energy tanks, reserves, and supers. Only 1 power bomb, which honestly was the first logical power bomb the racers needed all the way back in Criteria, sub 10 minutes into the seed. We're almost at 45 minutes, and there's not 1 more power bomb that's been found.
Oh boy. Oats is getting potentially into a precarious situation.
Oats, what are you doing? Okay.
Is he going away from the map? I don't think Nevdi went through here, so I think he's taking a different path.
Nevdi did go through that room. Oh no, not the room Oats wanted to see.
This is really bad.
It's the back room.
Oats, I think you gotta go back.
Oatsy, no!
Where's the save? Where's the save? Where is the save?
That's back in Brinstar. If Nevdi wanted a light in this game, that was it. That was a little bit of the light at the end of the tunnel for Nevdi. To hopefully be able to come back and grab game 1 away from Oats. That might have been it. Because now Oats needs to refarm. Yeah. That was the save right before the Meridia entrance.
Oh my gosh. He took a 1 wrong turn and then committed to that. I think once he saw the room with the powerhouse room, he could have found the previous room.
Yep.
Here's the thing. I don't know how Oats feels, but if I was him, like, given how everything turned out, I would have felt pretty good, and I don't think I would have taken a risk like that. I think Oats has said before he talks. Sometimes he'll just like joke around, talk a big game, and joke around. But he has said that he doesn't think he's the favorite against Aussie. He doesn't think he's the favorite against Nevdi. He said that explicitly several times. I think maybe he's not really sure if he's doing well at this point, right? I think the route he took. We're seeing
that in his gameplay.
If I took the route he took, I would have felt really good knowing I didn't go to that Norfair and that I'm finding everything that I need. But there is a looming doubt, maybe, like, what if Crate and Mother Brain were back in Norfair? What if I'm exploring all this and it's useless, right? Maybe if he knew exactly what it was, he wouldn't feel good, because honestly, his route is really, really strong.
This is something that we should continue to mention for those people out there that have never competed in a race before. Look, I'm someone who, and I'll just give personal experiences. Eddie, we know you're a legendary runner, but like, I've done so much commentary, I can try thinking of strategies, right? I've seen enough. But I did a SM Rat multi-world race with Chrono, and I think we were facing Lunix and somebody else. And it's such a different environment when you're just like, oh, it's a rando seed, gonna go have some fun, still want to go fast, still want to execute speed running technique. But when you're going in a race format, these are 2 legends, 2 top 10 rando runners on the planet. This is a completely different environment. And again, to your point, does Oats think that Oats is behind?
I think with that death, he can't be feeling good, right? Because obviously he doesn't know where Nevdi is, but he has a lot of respect for Nevdi. I did tell him that, you know, sometimes things happen to Nevdi where tragedies happens, where he dies to the Key Hunter Chef like 3 times, and he has solutions for it. Like, he could have x-rayed them, but he chose not to.
Right.
But like, when you're in this environment and you have a death that is pure time loss, right? And then Oats did just come across that Varia knowing, oh my god, like, I could have gone here, I could have spiked that Varia, which is exactly what Nevdi did. He may have been feeling fine, but with that, he's got to be like, oh god, I don't think at this point this might be too much time I've lost against Nevdi. So he doesn't know that Nevdi doesn't have this charge beat. He doesn't know that Nevdi hasn't found that Draygon, and he doesn't know the situation that Nevdi's in, right? But the best he can assume is like, I know Nevdi's a strong player, so I don't know. I think that death might have been too much. Now, we'll see how this plays out. I think Oats is still probably ahead because Nevdi still doesn't really have a solution quite yet for Ridley. And Oats and Nevdi still has to kill that Draygon, but it just kind of depends. We'll see how fast he kind of gets through here.
Oh, by the way, when Nevdi finds Draygon, as long as Nevdi doesn't hot dog charge beam because it's literally in the next room, then Nevdi, you're about to see how fast Nevdi can go in a race like this. Nevdi, if you think Oats is flying fast, just wait. Just wait.
Man, this is going to be tough because I think at this point, where is Nevdi exactly going? So Bryn, he's heading
Why
to
do
the
I
left.
feel like I'm speed running a race on commentary and talking so fast, like I'm one of the ones in the race?
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. Nevdi turned off high jump boots. He has high jump boots. He reset the high jump boots.
Did he?
Oh,
He reset the high jump boots? Oh,
I think he had that a while ago. I could be wrong, but I thought he must have reset it thinking I don't need this. So he just did the grab jump without high jump. So Nevdi's heading straight to Dre, and then he is going to get that charge beam. And then he has to go kill Ridley and head to Mother Brain. Oats still has to find Mother Brain. But Oats is also in Meridian and has to backtrack. So I'm gonna have to give the edge to Oats here, but I don't really know until the very end. And so here we go. Nevdi's gonna see that Draygon right there. Gonna go ahead and microwave Draygon because he's got the X-ray, and then he's gonna find the charge beam. Oh, he doesn't have charge. He's not gonna microwave Draygon. So
this is insane. This is absolutely insane. Like Oats. But this is again, I thought this goes back to what I said 10-15 minutes in. By process of elimination, this seed has told Oats where Mother Brain is.
Oh man, if Nevdi didn't have to do Ridley here, then I think it's really close. But just having to do Ridley, it's just a little too much, I think. So, oh, this is crazy. So like, I was kind of thinking, like, okay, Oats took the really strong route, right? Oats took the route that just can't really be beaten, right? There's not much you could do about it because his route was so strong. But like, because of that death, now we're getting to the point where it's like, okay, Nevdi, maybe those key hunter deaths that you took, that could have been the deciding factor. And that never feels good when like you could have done something a little bit different, more cleanly, and that would have maybe determined the race. But yeah, Oats is now heading directly into Norfair. Must be feeling good about that Norfair skip early.
It's insane. And to think, and again, what did I say? Nevdi gets charge beam. Watch how fast Nevdi's gonna fly. Just watch the movement. You take the #1 seed in this tournament and one of the best map rando runners on the planet, and you tell Nevdi it's officially go mode with Ridley. All that remains. Nevdi knows where Ridley is. Came across Ridley earlier on, I want to say about 15-20 minutes ago when Nevdi was in Torian. Watch how fast Nevdi is, and look at the air mode that Nevdi just casually picks up. 20 supers, more than what Oats had heading into the Ridley fight. Oats only had 15. Nevdi's got 20. Nevdi's got Varia. Nevdi's got the best beam combo in the game. Oats just had Charge Wave Plasma. Nevdi has Charge Ice Wave Plasma. That's even more damage than Oats had. This is going to come down to the wire.
Yep. A lot of this does come down to just, how well these players can ultimately execute and stuff like that. And yeah, Oats had the God route. This is the God route, but he took a very unfortunate death. I think he should understand at this point that, yes, I did take that really bad death, but my route, given where Norfair has Mother Brain and Charge and Varia were both up here, Norfair, he should know at this point, Norfair was a complete waste of time, effectively. And he did not explore an additional region that, that's how the information would help you. If you explore an additional region and your opponent does not, that kind of thing, right? That's how you get punished. That didn't happen. You had to explore every region no matter what. So this is effectively the God route. However, he took a really bad death. So, he's still worried at this point. But I think he should maybe understand that his route was extremely strong, especially because he got that charge right away too.
Now, I want to point out, I'm going to ask this question to all of you viewers out there. and you can feel free to respond to this in Twitch chat. I love playing this game. Hopefully you do too. When we get to Norfair, when you see on the map where Mother Brain is, I want to see those guesses in the Twitch chat. How long you think the escape timer is going to be? It has to be, it's in intervals of 5 seconds. It will not be a random number. It's either ending in 5 or ending in 0. So is it 210? Is it 215? 220? That's how it goes. When we see Norfair, I will ask the question. Don't guess yet. Listen to directions. I'm kidding. All right, Nevdi versus Ridley. This is going to be a fun fight, Eddie.
20 shots to the dome. Thinking short work. If he wants, he can supplement with the supers, which is exactly what he's doing. No high jump makes that a little bit weird, but Nevdi has plenty of health to spare, can take a million hits if he wants to. Oats now in Norfair. Gonna go for that map.
All right, since everyone else is guessing in Twitch chat, get your guesses in now. Nevdi gets grabbed. When you play this game long enough, and Eddie, I'm sure you know too, there's just, when you've done the Ridley fight especially, and I was actually watching Spiffy Thomas's stream earlier, prepping for an 80% run, like, there's a way you count based on the amount of damage, and based on the amount of, you know, damage per beam, the super missiles, and map rando, how much they do different. You can kind of time it to like what Oats did, to jump into Ridley to try getting that grab to speed up, especially in a race format. Is that just something that comes off of muscle memory?
The actual action of jumping in, or like
the actual action of damage and then knowing when Ridley is dead to get that AI manipulation.
Yes. So if you speedrun this game, typically, you know, we're more familiar with the Spazer complete beam, the Phantoon first beam, but basically we know the damage values. We know with the full beam combo, Ridley takes 20 shots to kill. So after shot 20, we know immediately to jump into the claws in the correct way. We also have rando players who will also know that 30 supers also does 18,000 damage to Ridley. So once you shoot the 30, that's when you'd go. There's basically various ways to do calculations in your head, but yes, in general, most players have some method of calculating before they jump into the at least having a general idea, because sometimes your beam combo is kind of weird. But yeah, we do want to jump into Ridley's claws. Yep.
So there you go. Oats with the speed zep skip. And for everyone saying there's an audio delay on Oats' side, yes, we will fix that when this game is over. We're going to have to basically either reboot Oats' restream or reboot the restream itself. This is not the first time we've come across this in this tournament and other tournaments. We will fix that for you in between games. But right now, Oats is on the Mother Brain too. And Eddie, as you know, super missiles do double damage to both phases of Mother Brain.
Yep, absolutely. So 21 supers right here will be good for how many shots is that? We're gonna have to do, I think he's gonna have to do like 3 more shots or something like that.
Chat wants
six
you to
shots here.
Explain the Ridley stuff. I love it. I'll be available as soon as these games are done. All right, here we go. Oats is now on the escape timer. Everyone with their guesses are in. I'm gonna go with 1:10 seconds. I think this will be a very fast escape.
30.
35. Boom. Nice, Eddie.
Boom. 30. Easy. Okay. So, as Oats finishes up this escape, I gotta say something, WX. This is a best of 3.
Yep.
We got another game coming up.
Yep. I need popcorn.
I think if I were Nevdi, I wouldn't feel good about this, and you know why? Here's the thing: if Oats beats you by 30 minutes here, right? Then you go, you know what? He took the God route. He took the God route. Like I didn't make 30 minutes of mistakes, right? I think if Nevdi first tried that Key Hunter shaft and made it fine, I think even though Oats takes the God route, because Oats also took that death, that would have been enough for Nevdi to take this game. And I think when he sees the finish times, he's gonna know, like, I had this. I could have done the route that I took, and I could have won it. And that's gonna be hard to think about that, to realize that, right? It's different. If you just get crushed by so much, you know, like, you know what? He did something else. I lost. That's just how it is. But now he's gonna be thinking like, I had this game. I had it. I could have done it, and it slipped away from me, right? Like whatever happened, whatever route he took, I could have done it if I just approached it a little bit differently, right? And so here's the question: as a seasoned veteran of Rando, is he going to be able to recover from that and come back? Because he needs to win 2 games now to beat Oats.
Yeah. I'm not worried about Nevdi. You know what Nevdi's going to do, Eddie, to even further build onto that? Nevdi's going to look at the timers as Oats takes game 1.
GG.
And the sigh of relief and what we can't say here on the restream, that probably came out of Oats' mouth. But yes, GG's. Oats wins on the restream, but you know, to the point I was trying to make, Nevdi's going to see the times like you said, and Nevdi's going to get a boost of confidence going, I don't die to those key hunters 3 times, even twice, I win this game.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. That's what we're hoping for. Nevdi is a seasoned veteran, so he does know how to recover. And I mean, we do get the classic Oats chair stream, so. No, I'm kidding. Nevdi's going to go out. Eddie, you and I are going to take a less than 10-minute break. Race 2 has already started. They're just over a minute in. So, folks, we are going to end this episode. You are going to see Nevdi's escape on the next pre-race screen. So, get up, go to the bathroom, but don't change that channel because game number 2 is coming up right after this. Welcome back, friends, for game 2 of this best of 3 between Nevdi and Oats. I believe this is the winners finals, if I remember correctly. I never know what these things are called, but essentially it's one of the upper bracket matches. So either player that gets knocked out here is not out of the tournament. They will be in the lower bracket, but Oats taking game 1 from Nevdi in the first game. And yeah, my name is Eddie. A WX fan will be joining me shortly, just taking a step away, but we are about to get started. And I am really excited to see what happens. So obviously the first game, Nevdi had some issues early on, dying several times. Oats taking basically the God route up until the very end, where he sort of skipped Vari, kind of missed out on Vari a little bit, took quite a bad death, and then returned and picked up the Varia and took the route there. And with that death, basically Oats Nevdi finished about 2 minutes behind, so was able to make most of that time, but Oats was able to finish off the round and take game 1. So here we go. We are now on game 2, and let's see how this turns out. It's always scary when you play these random matches because no matter what happens, you don't really know where you are at the state of the game, and it's always nerve-wracking, especially when you take a death like that when you're in Oats' shoes. It's heartbreaking, even though we can see that, you know, oh, he's doing just fine. Right off the bat, we can see that the map is on the bottom right. Both players reset upon seeing that red door because they cannot progress any of it further, so the only way you can go at this point is to the right. And funny enough, the map is kind of right there, so maybe they can end up getting it. Let's see how this turns out. All right, what do we got in store? Right through the crab hole. All right. Nice deep boost from Nevdi right over there. And they have to go up. Now, if you go back down, you will get soft locked because you have no way back up the red tower. And Oats immediately getting that red tower break. Shoutouts to his any percent proficiency. Now, the super missiles does now open up the left side of the ship, and that is exactly where we're going. Because we cannot progress. That room does have 2 items, so we need power bombs and bombs to get through, or just, you know, power bombs. So hopefully no player decides to just randomly go down here. That would be kind of a tragedy because they would have to reacquire those super missiles most likely. All right, so we are now going to pass by the ship. We're going to probably save the ship. And we are then going to head to the left and find our progression. Almost certainly we're going to be finding that morph soon. It is possible that what kind of happens a lot in these sequences is we'll get like either speed boost or space, and then we'll get screw attack to go through the left doors, the top left a ship. That sequence does happen a lot, so we'll see. Or maybe we'll just get morph right away, and we got some more things we can do. Space jump. Okay, so here's the thing to think about. Oh, there's another item here. Oats should just use all of his supers and missiles. Now, you might immediately think, oh, we can go to the top right of ship, and that's probably what you should do. Oh, Nevdi! Watch out! Crouch, don't take the death. Okay, But top ridership does not have to have anything because the other logical access that we have now opened up is the bottom of red tower. So if both players are kind of keeping that in mind, they should know that if the top right is blocked off by, let's say, a powerbomb door or something, they should know that red tower at the bottom is now the next thing that we have to do. So, and here we go. And there we go, just getting the morph. So top right of the ship. Both players are going to do the exact same thing, and Oats is going to take that early game lead, as we know. One of the strongest mechanical players in Super Metroid, period. Getting that early lead on Nevdi. We can go down that crab hole almost... Well, actually, yeah, maybe the crab hole is a little bit risky because there is a powerbomb locked door in red tower, and that's where the crab hole might lead to. So the best place we can go at this point is straight down red tower. Space jump is going to allow us to get back up, logically. And Oats is going to take the left door here. And here we go, top of ocean and a new region, wrecked ship. So Oats is going to go directly to the top item in ocean, and he's going to pause upon grabbing this and seeing where the map is. Probably will grab this item as well, but we'll probably pause and decide what to do at this point. There we go. Map station to the left. And where is he going? Is he going back to criteria? He's going to check this right door. Yep. We cannot go to the bottom door because we'll soft lock. We have no way to propel ourselves up those one tile gaps. It's an easy way to soft lock by accident. And Nevdi dives down for the map. So sacks for the map. And that is definitely a map rando play. A strong play from Nevdi. Has a lot of choices. I didn't quite get to see what was in the map, but that's a lot of information that Oats does not currently have, and he is kind of in a situation where he has to blind check these doors and maybe make his way over to the left map. But there are items he can get. So let's see. Is Nevdi going to head down or is he going to head up? Because there's a lot of stuff to go up there. But he does not have explosives, so the answer for his power bombs are going to be somewhere where Oats is right now. So he's going to be heading down. Oats is basically on a hunt for power bombs. Obviously, he needs bombs or explosives or something like that. Choosing not to go in that path because that could be a soft lock, as he has no way back. And so they're both in a situation where they kind of just have to blind check everything for those bombs. Now, this is going to be interesting because Nevdi kind of knows what he gets. He knows he's going to get a major back in criteria. And Oats heading back up. So this is going to be, to the right of criteria. So this is going to be a little disappointing for Oats because he's heading back here. And I think he's going to maybe sack for the map. But there's actually nothing for him to do here other than get the map. So this is a pretty sizable backtrack for him, whereas Nevdi did this right away. So Nevdi is going to get an advantage right away.
Oats. What's up, Eddie? Sorry about that. I am back.
All right. What up, WX? I was just kind of letting them know. Basically, what's happened is Oats kind of got a little early game advantage as usual, but he did not sack for the map that Nevdi did. So Nevdi has this information and knows that the answer for power bombs or explosives or something is going to be here in wrecked ship, whereas Oats just wasn't really sure. So this is definitely advantage Nevdi as of right now, I believe.
Very, very interesting for sure is both Oats and Nevdi here, Bubble Mountain. Oats looks like he decided to make a turn back to the wreck ship, which is pretty interesting. Like you were just saying, that's just where bombs of some kind of explosive has to be.
Yep.
Whether it's bombs or power bombs.
So this is here's the thing, because Nevdi sacked, he knew he was going to soft lock, but there was a save at the ship. Sack for the map at criteria. Nevdi knows, ooh, look at this gravity suit. They're both going to get it at the same time.
Nice.
But Nevdi knows that there is also a major back at criteria the moment you get power bombs immediately because he has that map. So this gravity suit does open up the criteria map. I don't know if that's exactly what, I think Nevdi's going to turn around right now. He's just going to take this all the way back. And Oats has to think because he doesn't know what the answer is right now. He might remember some of the rooms, like he probably remembers the morph room that is blocked by power bombs. He might remember that, but he doesn't really know what's there other than there's probably items. So yeah, Oats is gonna have to get the map, and he's thinking. He has to spend all this time thinking because he doesn't have a clear direction in criteria. He doesn't know. Whereas Nevdi knows, I need to go back to criteria right now because there's a lot I can do now. So that's what he's doing, and this is where it is. No matter how fast Oats is mechanically, if he has to spend time to think on the map, Nevdi's going to gain that time on him. So this is where we're kind of seeing Nevdi get that advantage from, I guess, just kind of being a little bit more experienced.
Look, Eddie, you mentioned it in game 1. Nevdi is, I can't believe I'm saying this, the more experienced rando runner. I can't believe I'm saying that with how much I've been watching Oats for years. Saying that Nevdi's the more experienced rando runner. But again, this goes to show, maybe it's just map rando specific. Nevdi has an inherent, I don't want to call it confidence, but intuition on where to go in some of these maps. We saw it play out to the point in game number 1 where Nevdi, who was almost 10 minutes behind at one point, caught up to within about 2 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of that did have to do with like a really bad death that Oats took.
That is also fair.
but
I'm not going to say
true.
Nevdi didn't take 3 deaths or resets to those key hunters either, but
exactly. So here's the thing, like we could sit here and be critical, all right? I'm critical of players as well. I'm a very critical person when it comes to these things, right? But the fact of the matter is, the gameplay that you're seeing right now, everybody makes mistakes in rando,
of course,
right? Everyone makes mistakes in rando. And the question is, how do you recover from those mistakes quickly? How much time do you spend thinking, I don't know what to do here? And how much time do you spend going, I have a plan, I don't know if it's the best plan, but I'm going to execute on it, and it's the best I can come up with, right? And you're seeing right now, Oats is
not having a plan.
Oats is hesitating, right? Like he's so fast, and sometimes when he knows what to do, he is unbeatable. Nobody beats Oats when he has a plan and he knows exactly what to do. But the thing is, to get into that state, like he has to be comfortable, and right now he's clearly not comfortable. He's wasting a lot of time in the pause menu, not exactly sure what to do. Doesn't have that map, right? Nevdi put himself into the situation by sacking for that map, and he's like, I have a plan, I know what to do. I'm not going to spend too much time on the pause menu. Let's get these items, let's go.
Exactly.
And he's taking a pretty sizable lead as of right now for it.
Yep. Nevdi making his way through Cack Alley. Oats, like you said, going for that map station.
Mm-hmm.
I think Oats might beat, might be like, I don't know. Might beat himself up, be like, was right by a couple majors.
He's gonna feel okay, because the moment he gets this map, he knows the direction he may have to go, right? But that's another backtrack. Yep, it's another backtrack, because he grabbed that item, didn't go up the elevator, he's like, I gotta get the map. So these are all backtracks that Nevdi did not do in this early game. Look at that. Nevdi's already making his way towards that major. Oats has to go up the elevator, and he has to plan out exactly what his route is going to be.
Yep.
So just right off the bat, immediately Nevdi taking a big advantage in this criteria, which is, it's interesting because we've had criteria early games that were more about a mechanical challenge. Like, oh, if you don't get this E-tank because it's a little bit out of the way, and then you do this hell one with a green gate glitch that gets you to the map. We've had situations like that. Oats shines in those situations. He'll nail that gate glitch first try. He'll get the map. He'll have a huge advantage on everyone. We've had seeds like that, right? But this is sometimes early game just doesn't always go perfectly for everybody, right? And that includes Oats. So Nevdi getting this big advantage on Oats in the early game is going to be, it's he doesn't know it obviously, right? But like this is really good for him.
Absolutely, and I'm sure Eddie, you can even recall in some of your games. And heck, we might see it on Saturday when you face Mo. Like what you mentioning about technical skills early, yeah, the mechanical skills do make a lot of difference.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's not just mechanical, because these seeds can be really rude.
Please get a spin jump.
Eddie, what are you? Oh, not Eddie. Nevdi, what are you doing?
Oh, don't go for this. Don't go for this. Don't go for a Nevdi. No, Nevdi, don't go for it.
All that for a spacer.
He has the save though. How far is the save? I don't think it's that bad. He may not go back for that. I think he's gonna go back for it. Here's the thing. He wants that high jump, but he doesn't really have the health to get the high jump yet. No. So I could see a world where Nevdi sacks that. It's different if you don't have gravity. If you don't have gravity, you have to get the high jump because that's such a big progression item, right? But yeah, a little bit of a setback for Nevdi. Just could not get the spin jump. Kept first frame jumping on a turnaround, and that kind of hurt him a little bit.
Well, there's speed booster. It still doesn't help out to get high jump, but space jump, screw attack, gravity, and speed booster. Yes, please.
Yep.
Ooh, energy tank and reserve.
It's got that juice.
Nevdi can go. Now Nevdi can go get high jump.
I didn't quite see where it was, but there is a world where Nevdi just abandons those items at that point. It's hard to abandon high jump, but it takes a lot of health to actually get to that item. He has to go through the jail PBs, and he has to go through Yeah, this is gonna be interesting because, okay, we'll see if he can make this. Is he gonna go for it? No, he's just gonna grab the spacer and leave.
He
Okay,
wants
so
spacer.
he's gonna abandon that high jump basically forever. He's saying, I'm not gonna get it. I know it's good, and especially when we're only 12 minutes into the game, that's a lot of time you save with high jump. You want it early game if anything. If you get it late, you're like whatever. But I think Nevdi is like, I don't know if I can get it with 2+2.
I don't think you need it with the loadout you have. You have speed, space, and screw attack. I think high jump is just a nice to have. I don't think it's a requirement at this point.
Yes, it's definitely not a requirement. It's just hard. It's one of those things that's hard to gauge. Like, how much time is it going to save me when I know I have 50 minutes left in the seed, right? Because it's going to be quite a significant amount. But when you don't know if you can get it, you can't just do it and die, because you just can't risk something like that in a race like this. We're going to see how Oats approaches it, because he's going to see that high jump. And he's just gonna go for it. Let's see it. Can he do it?
All right.
Because it's slow.
This is
He'll
very
pause abuse
slow.
if he has to. He'll do whatever he can to keep this. And this is gonna be significant. It's gonna give Oats a time save, and I think he's going to be fine. He's gonna be completely fine with that. That's enough health. And
what did you say about Oats' mechanics, Eddie?
Yep,
we just saw it on display.
He's good. What this means is Nevdi could have gotten it. He wasn't sure, but he didn't hesitate. He says, I don't know, and I'm just going to go without it. So at this point on, Nevdi is going to be playing down high jump boots on Oats. And if there's anybody in the world you don't want to play down high jump boots on, it's going to be Oats.
Folks, I know we didn't get a chance to say it in game 1. We're going to say it here in game 2. Thank you all so much for tuning in to watch these two battle. And quite frankly, Eddie and I would love to see game 3, but we will see how this game continues to play out. If you're not already following the runners, make sure you go follow them, !R in the Twitch chat to follow them, !C to follow the commentary and tracking team, Lunatic Moth hanging out with us on tracking. And if you're interested in volunteering and you want to get involved with commentary and or tracking, !SGL24SMR will get you a link to the Map Randomizer Discord in Speedgaming Live. And from there, you head to crew signups at the top of the screen. And sign on up. Tell us you signed up. We'll make sure to try pairing you with someone expert. If you have questions, we'll answer them. And yeah, it's a ton of fun. And if you're enjoying the racers, let's see those thumbs up in Twitch chat. Eddie, Nevdi is making a play for the map station, and we'll see how big the wreck ship is here in the seed.
Yep. I think Oats has he's getting a little bit lost. I think he went the wrong way for a little bit.
Major. Draygon. Oh, it's Draygon to Ridley. Oh, boy. That's interesting.
We are not killing Draygon or Ridley until we can kill Ridley. So immediately going to go up, and he's going to go straight for that major at the bottom of bowling. And Oats is man. So Nevdi took that loss, or that death, right? And Oats grabbed the high jump boots. So it was kind of looking like kind of good for Oats again, even though he was a little bit behind at this point. But Oats is he's kind of hesitating a lot. I think Nevdi, because he had that map for a lot longer, just had a much better idea of like what he had to do, whereas Oats still had to spend some time to study it.
He knew how to route through criteria better.
Yep. Yeah, so this gets pretty clear. Now this is going to be interesting. So Nevdi is going to grab this item. There's no charge yet, right? So if there was charge and they already had Varia, then they probably go back and just kill the two bosses. But after that, you have a choice between Turian or you have a choice between Meridia. So I think this is a situation where you do check both and see which one has the closer map. I think this because it's literally right next door. But it just kind of depends. If one's close, then you just commit to that, but you choose one or the other. So
I would agree with that. I think
it's a little bit of a 50-50 shot.
I'm personally making a play for Meridia, thinking that those heated rooms outside of one of the Torian doors could be very telling as to what we're going to find.
Yes.
So I would just go check Meridia. Again, if the map is close, great. If it's far, then you just pivot right on over to go check Torian and see where that goes. Nevdi, where are you going?
So there is a major here, but he had to do the math because you need to use a lot of bombs to get that major.
Where is the major?
And he could have gotten
what room?
It is at the bottom of bowling. He could have gotten it.
Oh, okay.
Oats has the extra power bomb. I don't know if Oats was thinking about this though. Let's
Look at Oats.
see. He's
Oats
going.
doesn't have the map. Oats doesn't have the knowledge that bowling holds anything.
Oh, now he's not
about
sure. I think he had to think. He was like, wait a second. No, he doesn't have enough. He doesn't have enough. He can't get out. He can't get out. He just realized he's soft lock. He needs to turn around right now if he doesn't want to soft lock. Oh my god, it's Varia. It's Varia. He's locked though. He's locked. He cannot get out. He's gonna use his power bomb and he's stuck. Because he needs to use a power bomb to get out. He needed to check the item to see if he got bailed out, but he didn't.
He's hoping for power bomb drop.
These guys don't drop power bombs, I think. So he's stuck. He does not have bombs.
This is not okay.
And he just realized it. He just realized it. Nevdi realized that sooner than him. So that's why Nevdi was I was like wondering why he wasn't going right away. They dropped power bombs?
Are you kidding me?
They dropped power bombs? I didn't know that.
Are you not entertained, viewers? Come on! From potential soft lock to a lucky powerbomb drop, Oats is out! Oats has Varia!
Wait, is that likely? Just 2%?
No clue!
Is a 2% chance? It's not a respawning any. That was a 2% powerbomb drop.
Entertained!
Oh my gosh. He had 2 super missiles. And he used 2 super missiles and got a 2% powerbomb drop to get out with Varia suit. That Nevdi had to stare at the screen and realize I cannot get out of this and bailed on it.
Chat's lost their minds. I just tried reading up in the comments. They have lost their minds. They're so shocked, just like we are, Eddie.
I can't believe it.
I
cannot believe it. What I do want to say right now is if Nevdi were to go back, he could get the major with 5 power bombs because one of the power bombs he had to use was, I believe, was to open the door.
Correct. Yep.
So that's why. But now with 5, he should be able to go back.
Oh my gosh.
I can't.
Scripted race. No, most certainly not scripted.
I think this is fine.
From the truth.
I think it's fine because he's gonna go here. He's gonna grab this major. I don't think if Turian has more connections, then Nevdi might be toast. But from what I understand, what I see here, Nevdi's gonna go in, and Oats went to Meridia first, which has connections. So was there anything of use or value here at all?
Ice beam 2 for Oats.
Well, here, this is gonna be a big deal. What is this major? Is this charge? Because this could be a big deal.
It's just bombs.
It's bombs.
But with 5 power bombs, that's a great find.
It is a find. I think Oats may be able to entirely skip this Turian.
You know what that power bomb drop is like? It's like when I commentated Metroid Prime 1 and it's like you're just hunting for power bombs and all of a sudden an enemy that you would never think drops them, poof, out of nowhere, it's a power bomb drop. Wow. There's the clip there, an easily said plot armor from Gameaholic.
Oh my gosh. So Meridia dead ends.
Dead end, but again, another major.
Hold on. Does Turian have additional connections at this point?
2 connections.
Turian has connections.
Remember, we saw 2 connections that led to Climb Tower.
Okay, so what Nevdi needs to do, if he needs to kind of, because this is going to be really bad, if he goes into a new region right now and abandons that major, which is Varia, he is in huge trouble. So he needs to at least get that Varia, and I really hope he goes back because there's the major that you now have bombs. There's no concern whatsoever. He needs to get that major. Otherwise, he's playing down a suit, which is not what you want in a game 2 situation like this.
No, this is not elimination. We should make this perfectly clear. This is not okay. Just wave beam. It's not an elimination game. This is a upper bracket semi-final. That's all this is. Loser goes to the lower bracket to continue their tournament run. This is not an elimination game. But the winner of this best of 3 advances to the upper bracket final and gets The winner of that final awaits the winner of the lower bracket. And there are more games in the lower bracket. That's more races you have to do. That's more time you put in. And whoever's waiting in the grand final from the upper bracket, either Nevdi, Oats, Zeb, or Nitro, sit back and relax and await their opponent from the lower bracket. This is a major situation here for Nevdi. Nevdi, he has to go, and he has to go now.
Okay. So Nevdi is going to come back for this Varia suit, but it's a deficit at this point. It's a bit of a deficit because I can't stress enough how big that is, because Nevdi spent a lot of time staring at it, trying to do the math in his head, got as far as right here, and then realized, oh God, I can't do this, right?
Yeah.
You know, I'm not trying to say that, like, I kind of am, right? But like, Oats, I don't think really put the thought into it. And once he got back to climb room, he's like, oh God. And he got bailed out really hard right there, right? And now what's kind of crazy is this routing that Oats took so far is literally godlike, because Nevdi went into Turian, saw the connections, and then had to go halfway in, got the map, had to backtrack all the way back out, and now is going to the isolated Meridia, and he's gonna have to clear this out, right? Whereas Oats chose to go to Meridia first, so there is no backtracking on a Meridia. You just clear Meridia, and then you continue the Turian, and you just go straight into Bryn or the other connection. So Oats' routing so far is perfect. Everything that Oats is doing is basically perfect. But so all that early game sort of advantage that Nevdi built up is basically gone at this point. It's gone.
But so, now, if you look at what Oats is seeing, you see Oats doing on camera. You look at Oats seriously thinking where to go next.
Oh, Oats never got this map.
Never got the map.
He never got the map.
He gets the Meridian map. Gonna get that big pink major information and is gonna see nothing. There is also the major, again, over there at the right-hand side.
Wow, okay, wow, that's kind of crazy how that all happened, because he essentially blind found that situation and then spiked the 2%. But yeah, he does have to get this map. So I thought Oats was in like a huge lead at this point, but yeah, is gonna have to get this information right here, and then is gonna basically get the news where he's like, okay, there's not much to do at the moment.
Yeah.
So that is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, Oats can't defeat Ridley. Oats doesn't have charge. Neither does Nevdi. Charge beam is required, so this major is the ice beam. Nevdi's gonna get it. The big pink item is wave beam. Ice wave spacer. Charge is still far away, so now you're on a hollow dot hunt. You need to figure out where to go. Are you gonna go hunt for 30 supers? Or are you hunting for charge? Or is it just a matter of what you come across first? That is what we have to see heading here. Nevdi gonna go get more missiles. This is gonna give Nevdi 30-15.
I gotta say something.
Yes,
the Ridley situation is very unique because they have Various Suit, right?
Yep.
So when you have Various Suit, you need to start thinking double hit power bombs. They can do 200. They do 200 if you hit one. They can double hit and do 400. That's 4 missiles of damage. That's basically 2/3 of a super, right? Oats is not actually that far from being able to do Ridley. He's quite close. I think basically another like 30 missiles and he would have like just enough damage to do it. So this is where things get into a situation. Oats, I know, is very uncomfortable when you get into spots where you're like, ooh, when do I go back to do Ridley, right? Whereas I think players like Zeb and Nevdi are a lot more committal and know, like, I'm going to go back when this happens, right? But Oats might be in a situation now where he's like, I'm going to just scrounge up some hollows, some missiles or something like that. I don't know exactly how Zeb would do it. I don't know if Zeb would, you know, pick up missiles or something like that. And likewise, Nevdi will have that same mindset, right? So these are different players that have different play styles, and Nevdi's going around. He just picked up that missile. He's kind of maybe got to be thinking about it if he would pick up more. So he's looking at the map. Is he going to pick up more stuff? He is. No, he's going to save here.
I mean, I said it. Look at all the heated rooms here on the way to that major. It's what I said. Like, we saw both Turian doors and we saw the heated. I said to them, like, is that a sign of things to come? And luckily, Oats was able to get that ridiculous 2 or 4% power bomb drop to get out. If Oats does soft lock, this is Nevdi's game to lose.
So, Nevdi picking up that hollow is telling me that Nevdi's thinking, I want to pick up ammo to kill Ridley right now. because there is no other reason to do that, right? He's not going to do that. It's possible that after seeing that the hollow was a reserve tank, maybe now he bails on that idea. But he stared at the map. When you're staring at the map and you see no majors, no bosses, no nothing, right? You're thinking, do I scrounge up this ammo to go kill Ridley? And I think Nevdi knows. I believe they ran past a super pack in Phantoon hallway. I could be wrong on that, but I think they did.
I thought there was a super pack, or was it last scene? I forget.
We'll have to see. But if that is a super pack, then yes, Nevdi will be able to do Ridley upon grabbing that.
And that's another power bomb.
Power bombs do in the situation where you have various suit. Power bombs are that's a good chunk of damage for Ridley. With if he has one more super, if that was a super on the way back, that's enough.
This could be it.
He can do it.
Just bombs.
Yep, the bombs. Nevdi actually picked those bombs up.
Nevdi saw that's right. We've seen it already.
Yep. Oh, so Nevdi might have the extra super pack because I think
Oats is getting the super up here. Oats is gonna have 20 supers.
And this is exactly what Nevdi has. So Nevdi's gonna hit the super on the way back right now.
There it is.
And I know Nevdi's going back for that. Nevdi is gonna go kill Ridley. Will Oats do the same at this point, or is he
seriously a race to Ridley right now? Is that what this entire thing is coming down to?
Yeah. So you can see Nevdi's trying to farm a little bit. He wants to max out his missiles. I don't think he realizes that right before Ridley is actually speed booster farm, so he would actually be able to refill right there. But this is it. Nevdi's going to Ridley. He's gonna fight Ridley 40, 20, 10. If he doesn't double hit a single power bomb, then he has perfect ammunition. That's effectively going to be 40, 20, 10 is basically perfect without double hits. With double hits, if he double hit every single power bomb, you could remove 20 missiles of damage. So he would have effectively, right now he's got either 60-20 without double hits or 80-20 with double hits. And 60-20 is exactly what you need. So you can see Oats, he's also scrounging on ammo, but I think
this is insane.
It's better for Nevdi. It's better for Nevdi. And I want to say one thing. Oats, I was watching him yesterday and he was trying to double hit Ridley, but I don't think he knows the technique really to do it because he's just trying to place them in the middle, but that's not exactly how it works. You have to make sure that Ridley's on screen and takes kind of a hit from the initial startup of the power bomb. And he missed a few power bomb hits earlier, so I think because he's not as comfortable, I think he wants all this extra ammo just to make sure that he's not going to have trouble. Whereas I think Nevdi's just going to go right now.
This might be one of the most interesting deciding factors of any of the games that I've commentated throughout this tournament.
Wow, yeah, this is crazy. So we're in for a fight where minimal loadout Ridley. We're gonna have to use power bombs, but because we have Varia, we can do this. We can do this. So Nevdi is just peeking, I think, for extra ammo. What is he? He's not using it. You look at him. He's taking this route because he doesn't want to use the power bombs.
Ammo. Yep, he's saving the ammo.
He knows he needs those power bombs for Ridley. It's a little conservative because he should have some confidence on his double hits. But yeah, he just wants to make sure that nothing goes wrong.
This is insane.
He's gonna feel.
I need to go make a thing of popcorn if this goes to game 3.
Oh my gosh. So Oats is kind of going around. It looks like he's kind of looking for more ammo at this point. Oats wants to be like absolutely comfortable.
Why else would you be doing this? You would like you know where Ridley is. You know where Draygon is.
Exactly.
You know where 2 of the 4 bosses are. Nevdi taking the save. Nevdi is gonna go for this.
So what I will say is Oats' fight will be a little bit faster. The power bombs ultimately are slow, and Nevdi is gonna have to lay more of them. Oats just has to basically lay like 2. If he double hits 1, he's gotta lay 2, right? So yeah, that's crazy. This is crazy. We'll see how this turns out basically in the end.
This is nuts. Oats back in the fast pillars room. 55-20-10 for Oats. 40-20-10 for Nevdi. Both racers headed to Draygon. There's something else we haven't even talked about. You need to be able to get Draygon and have good drops to still be able to go. Otherwise, you need to go back and farm after Draygon, then go back to Ridley. You
can, but the one thing, first of all, they can spark. The one thing that Nevdi probably didn't realize is this is speed booster farm. it's something I wish I could tell him, but this is a farm room. He probably feels a little silly.
It's speed booster farm.
But yeah, it is a farm room. It was something that I think when you see this sequence of Ridley and Dray, I think you need to remember that is a farm room. for the situation. So you see Nevdi just fired off that super. If you didn't see that was a farm room, you conserve all your supers here because you're nervous, because you're like, oh god, I don't want to like farm a single bug for all this, right? So
would have been nice to have more of those farm rooms last seed.
Okay, so the missiles that Oats picked up, they're not completely wasted, because at this point, because we have so much ammo, there's a good chance that these players may run to another super pack and just play for ammo instead of charge.
Yep.
But it really kind of depends. So Nevdi is going to go ahead and spark as much as he can.
Sparking, yep.
Yep. And I want to see him just unload the ammo. Just freely unload it, because you are going to just be able to refill right after this.
Yeah. What's interesting is Nevdi didn't get all of that second shine spark.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard. They don't have a high jump, so like the muscle memory is all thrown off a little bit.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you can see he has to do a little space jump to gain that height. But now at this point, with just a few more supers, that should be enough. Just one more. There we go.
So Oats farming before the farm room. Technically, you could double farm rooms.
Oh, he's gonna feel so silly. Okay. Okay, never mind. He barely had to farm anyway, but recognizes that now.
Head tilt. Okay, whatever.
And yeah, Nevdi was kind of hoping he'd get the drops. And so here's the thing that's interesting, right? Nevdi has more experience with the power bombs, right?
Yep.
But Oats has more experience on just killing Ridley, period. So it just sort of depends. Oats barely has to lay any power bombs. He's pretty darn comfy. Oats, but Nevdi is gonna have to double hit several of them. So we'll see how this fight goes out. It is going to be slower for Nevdi because the power bombs are just not fast, period. But we'll see.
Yep. So, Oats on to fight Draygon, Nevdi on to fight Ridley. Folks, I'm WXFan21, joined by Eddie on comms, Lunatic Moth on tracking, Nevdi and Oats having an outstanding and close game number 2 right now. Alright, it's time for us to be quiet. It's time for us to watch Nevdi fight Ridley.
Okay, the wall jump. Now, Ridley comes down a little bit, and I don't know if that was a double hit, but we'll see right here. Oh, he's dropping the wall jump. Okay, but that should be good. Single.
Come on, Nevdi.
Double hit. There we go. Only has to double hit like 5 of them, and the rest is just extra. Nevdi keeps missing that jump.
Extra 15 missiles gonna prove to be a difference maker. Oh, we're gonna see.
Oh, this is not looking too great, but yeah.
No, it's not.
Nevdi should be fine. That's a double hit. I think with this power bomb, he should be fine.
Just one.
That's okay. As long as he drops all of those, he'll heal some. But he does not want to. He doesn't want to miss any like super missiles.
Nope. Nevdi's double hit.
That should be good. That should be good. Yeah, he's got.
One,
just don't miss the supers.
2. Yep.
Even if he misses one, I think he might be okay because he laid all of them. But yeah, don't miss any supers. And we gotta watch over on Oats' side. He doesn't want to miss any supers either. Oats is holding the power bombs for the end. I think it's generally accepted that if you're going to play a powerbomb Ridley fight, you want to use the power bombs earlier because it's going to be harder to deal with Ridley overall. Nevdi is going to make sure very carefully not to miss any of these supers. That's effectively going to be 6 missiles of damage lost. And I think Nevdi's got this fight down. That should be it.
Grab.
All right. So, did Oats miss any supers? I imagine he doesn't, but let's see. With the 55-20, he's going to have to lay at least 2 power bombs. At least. Assuming they double hit. And Ridley has been guarding a missile and an E-tank. All right. That power bomb did not hit. That's going to double hit probably. And one more power bomb, assuming he nailed everything, should be enough. That should be game. And that should be the damage.
Okay, couple double hits, yep.
Oh, Ridley went right back into Pogo.
Why, Ridley?
So I think Oats is confused, but unless he missed the shot, he should be good. There we go. Yeah, okay, there we go.
That
okay, so
up things for Nevdi. Nevdi actually gained time on that fight, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing, right? Nevdi's got this lead, but the missiles that Oats picked up, right? If they don't find charge and they finish this game on ammo, then those missiles that, you know, Oats spent time to get will also compound into the later game if they finish this game on ammo, if they don't come across charge, right? Because what do they need? They just need ammo or they need charge. That's it. So 60, the value 20, at this point is going pretty heavy.
You need. Yep. I think it's
so 60, they're going to need 40-30 actually. So basically
40-30? Okay.
Yeah. So, well, you could also do 30-30 technically, but then you have to break all the Zebs and break the glass, which is very doable.
See, that's what I thought 60-20 was for, to make sure you get the glass, get through the Zebs, and have no problem.
So 60-20 is 18,000 damage on Ridley and Mother Brain, but you also have to count the 3,000 health that you need to kill Mother Brain 1 as well. So it would be 40-30 if you need to break the glass, because it's 36 missiles plus 30 damage of the supers.
Yep.
But if you fully break the glass, which is really slow, right? But if you do all that, then it's 30-30. But alternatively, if you're like 25, it would be, 60-25 or 70-30, 25. You need to know this as the runner, but if we get into that situation, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. It gets hairy. So Nevdi has checked out a good chunk of Torian, is now going to head south into Brinstar.
Yep.
And a map that's not that far away.
So this is what it comes down to, okay? Nevdi has a head start. Nevdi's got like a few less missiles, right? But we're talking the person behind him is Oats, world record holder of any percent, one of the fastest players in the world in Super Metroid. And he's got high jump boots, a movement item on Nevdi. Who will win in this situation, routing wise and everything else? All things being equal, like who takes the victory here? That's the question. Is Oats gonna catch up to Nevdi on that movement? Or will Nevdi take the game 2 and go to game 3?
We'll find out after this commercial break! I'm kidding. There is no commercials. It was a joke. Laugh chat. Oats is... He just said it. They just high-fived in Mama Turtle. This is insane.
I think we might see some divergence here. The reason I say that is I think Oats will probably... He's got space jump. He doesn't have charge, so I don't know what his setup is, but when he sees that pants room, he might just go. He might just go for it. Nevdi, I don't think really wants to deal with an ice clip on the way back. Oh, but there is another entrance into Brinstar over there. So we'll see what Oats does. There we go. Oats is just gonna go. He's like, I'm gonna get this ice clip. I don't care. Let's just do it. Let's see what Nevdi's approach. So we're getting some divergence already.
Was the plot armor from earlier enough? That is going to be the question, and the way this map is looking, it's a further away map here in Brinstar than even before. Oats at this point just hunting down Kraid and Phantoon.
I think this is definitely the play for Nevdi. I think Nevdi might have considered going... That's what I'm saying. I think Nevdi might have considered the ice clip, but he remembered the other Bryn entrance, and he saw the map, and he's like, that's where it is.
Are you
Whereas
kidding me?
Oats just went down knowing he could get back up, and now he's actually kind of far from the map. Like, he'll make his way over there, but this was definitely a little bit of a victory for Nevdi here.
And
we got Phantoon.
Like the wreck ship fast station too. Yup, there's Phantoon.
Yup. We saw Nevdi pick up missiles from Precious Room. You cannot, at this point of the game, when you committed to the ammo to kill Ridley, because you're kind of close to the ammo, you have to start picking up all the missiles, even if they're slightly out of the way. If they're really out of the way, you don't do it, but you need all the ammo you can scrounge up, because we may not be finding charge this seed. There's so many majors left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 for charge. So 1 in 6 chances you get what you need.
No, 5 majors. I have Charge Plasma, Spring Ball, X-Ray, and Grapple.
Oh, that's true. Nevdi doesn't have high jump, and Nevdi knew high jump was there. Yes. So 20% chance on the majors, versus you just commit to picking up like what is that? 35, 7 more missile packs essentially.
That's Plasma.
7 or 9. Plasma's okay, but it's charge. That charge is what you want.
But I mean, would you rather have if they both, let's just say, charges behind Kraid?
Directly into.
Would you rather have PRKD beam, or would you rather have best beam combo in the game?
It's irrelevant unless you get that charge beam. That being said, Nevdi's gonna grab the map and see plasma right there, pick it up, hoping it's charged. So they're gonna be kind of even. And Oats getting the fast. All Phantoon, the luck on Oats' side right here.
Yeah, Phantoon owes Oats. Let's face it that way.
Oh my god, the fast. And that matters. In a seed this fast, that matters. It's a big deal.
Love it. After all the times Phantoon has, I'm just going to say it, screwed Oats over in his world record 80% runs. What a get world record. Phantoon being nice here in this seed.
Oats is catching
Plot
up.
armor part 2.
He's catching up. Oats is going so fast right now. He's got the high jump on Nevdi still.
This is ridiculous.
And here we go. They are now dead even, but Oats has 10 more missiles. And Oats has high jump. So if Nevdi wants to win, it's gonna have to be through routing and maybe less pausing, stuff like that. It's so close.
But where's Kraid? What area haven't we seen yet?
Oats going for the save. Nevdi going directly into the sandpit. So Oats wants to take the sandpit and he's planning on resetting if it's nothing good. Nevdi knows he's just gonna commit to this item. Spring ball. Is he gonna pick it up? No, but he's gonna pick up that super missile.
Oh, that's
3 more missiles until go mode. 3 missiles until go mode. What Oats wants to see is an easily accessible charge, because Oats is not as comfortable on an ammo fight. Nevdi has so much experience on ammo fighting that, like, Nevdi's just not worried in the situation where he has an ammo fight.
Okay, that's 70-25 for Oats. Oats
70-25. That's ammo. That's it. That's
That'll
it.
Get Oats
Nevdi's gonna get this and he's gonna be comfortable.
That'll give Oats everything that Oats needs for Mother Brain.
That's perfect. And this is a super for
grabs
Nevdi.
30 supers.
Nevdi is also comfortable. That's
Eddie,
it. They'll go.
It's double go mode.
So who has who can approach this faster? Can Nevdi with his experience?
30. There's no need to hunt for charge now. I can't believe charges. Well, I was gonna say charge the last major on the tracker. There's still grapple and X-ray. Now it's a hunt for Kraid.
This is what it comes down to.
Where do you go from here?
So this is what it comes down to. Can
what
Nevdi,
area haven't we seen? We've seen Bryn. We've seen Meridia.
We're going straight to Norfair
We've
here.
seen Torian. Rex. Is it Norfair?
Norfair bottom left.
Norfair.
Norfair bottom left. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay.
Oh,
you do not want
folks.
to have Oats tailing you with high jump.
We are
boots.
in the late game of game number 2. Is Oats gonna kick Nevdi to the lower bracket? Is Nevdi gonna force a game 3? It's all gonna come down to who finds Kraid first.
Did we already see Mother Brain at some point? I can't remember if it was this seed or not.
I don't know.
So,
I think so.
If we haven't seen Mother Brain, doesn't matter because the game will end in Norfair. That's just what it is. There is nobody in the world you really want to have tailing you than someone named Oatsngoats with high jump boots. So here's the question. Oats is trailing, right? Who's gonna do it better? Is Oats with his mechanics gonna do this faster? Or is Nevdi with his rando experience going to find this better? Maybe less pausing, maybe some other things. There's a map right now.
I think Nevdi, oh my gosh, look at the map, it's right here. It's right here. I think Nevdi forces game 3. All right, here we go. Mother Brain, Kraid, where are you? There's Mother Brain.
That's it.
Here's Kraid. Oh, that might be game. That might be game right there, and a major along the way. But again, you don't need it. You have the ammo.
You don't know. Any hesitation at this point matters. They should both know this. This is go mode, right? And there's nothing that's risking. There's no risk or anything, right? There's no saves you should be taking. You just need to move. You need to turn your brain off and go pure instinct. Go straight to that Kraid. Where's Nevdi going right now?
Don't turn your brain all the way up. You still have to run. But
no, you turn your brain off and you let instinct take over here. Through the toilet. Can Oats identify that he has to go through that toilet and not get trapped in the bottom left? He's got to go fast. He's thinking everything matters. Every second you spend on the pause. He's not going to take the save, right? There's no point in taking the save.
I mean,
don't go down. Don't go down. Don't go down. He's going down. This is a mistake. This is a mistake.
Boy.
He misread the map. Okay, no. Okay, Nevdi did the same thing. Nevdi did the exact same thing, but caught it earlier. That's a waste of time. They could have went out through the top of Everest and Moonfall down, but instead they took the middle route. They both hesitated and realized that, but Oats took a little bit longer, and that's what matters at this point. It's not necessarily that Oats can do a room 2 seconds faster than Nevdi, right? Nevdi does it fast enough. How many things are you gonna do where you misstep? You go, oh shoot, you go the wrong way for 3 seconds. And if you do that, you're not gonna catch up to Nevdi.
If I start jumping on my chair, one, I'm gonna piss off my family member downstairs. They're gonna see the ceiling start shaking, and 2, I don't want to break my chair. But this is so exciting! And Shaq Tool's the one that's guarding Kraid! Why? It's a
Nevdi
race!
paused.
Get out of the way!
He paused because he's like, is there another way I can do
Get
this?
out of the way! Are you kidding me? Oats is catching up! Get out
They're
of
in
the way,
the same
Shaq
They're in the same room. This room is so slow. He's backing
Troll
out. He's backing
Tool!
out. He's thinking. He's gonna realize he has to go back in.
He's gonna There's
You know
no
why?
way you
know why?
reroute.
Do you know why they have to go this way? Do you see what they have to do?
I saw it was a much further way to get there.
If you go down, you get locked out by Croc on the left side.
gosh.
So this is the only way to get to Cray.
This is ridiculous.
And this is what I'm talking about. Even though Oats has the high jump, Nevdi was in the shack
Which is
room.
showing off, by the way. You keep saying high jumping.
I
Showing it
know.
off.
Nevdi paused in the shack tool room, and Oats walked out of the room and then walked back in. That's two transitions that Nevdi didn't have to do.
Let's
It's a time
go!
loss, and everything matters at this point.
The fact that this race is coming down to waiting for Shaq Tool's slow behind. Are you kidding?
Oh my gosh!
This is gonna end.
The other thing, I did not see a great situation for refilling. And Oats's resources are a lot worse than Nevdi. They both have adequate resources. But Oats is gonna have to figure out a way to get a lot of those supers back because he's down a lot right now on Nevdi. Now,
I just
how that
want
can
to point
potentially
out-
be, that could be remedied because there's a lot of hauls along the way. So there is a situation where maybe Nevdi farms, and then Oats maybe just goes to the hollows and maybe picks up another 2 super packs, and then it's like that can make up the time, right? So what's gonna happen here? What's their decision? Oats is like, I just have to find a farm room of some sort.
I just want to say Sloaters may have had the best comment of the entire tournament. When they were looking at, when we were in the Shaq Tool room, Sloaters immediately says, "This movement is incredible." That might be comment of the tournament. Well done, Sloaters.
There was an ammo refill, but
There-
it was
yep.
in a weird spot. Oh, this is a farm room. This is a farm room. This is pre-croc. So there you go. This is the farm. This is the farm to take right here. I think
This is
Nevdi probably spent some time or pre-opening the bottom left door because he knows that there's no connection here. So he
This is a
spent some
great
time, I
farm
think, in the
room,
Shack
too.
Tool map, probably scouting out where he had the farm.
Yep. This is a great farm room too, because this isn't just one bug. It's 5 of them.
Oh, there's
so
another
much
farm
faster.
room. There's another farm room right before the entrance.
Oh my! Now Oats
Wait,
is in the
wait,
lead.
wait, wait, wait. Wait, Oats is okay. No, but Oats has to farm. Oats has to get all the farm. If
What?
these are randomly, no.
Is this
Wait.
gonna come down to the escape
Well,
again?
are there supers here? Are there supers here? No supers. There's one super pack. One super pack. Nevdi's gonna pick that up. He's gonna pick that up for sure. But Oats has to farm. Oats looks ahead, but look at his resources. He doesn't have the ammo to kill Mother Brain right now. Nevdi's confident now. He's got so much leeway. He's just gonna go.
This might come down to the escape.
Farm
This
luck
might-
matters here. Oats is going the wrong way. No, Nevdi, you're going the wrong way.
Nevdi,
You're going the
where
wrong way.
are you
Turn around.
going,
Nevdi, where are you
Nevdi?
going? He's got to go.
Oats is not getting the super drops. Oats is getting bad RNG with the drops.
Oats has. I think Oats just needs to go. He's spending too much time farming. He's just got to go now.
Oh, Nevdi's through the Zeb.
You don't need 70-35. This is more than enough. You've got like an entire 5 missile supers of leeway here.
Eddie, why am I so stressed? We're commentating a race. I am like, oh, this is insane.
This might. Come
I
down
mean,
to
how
this
can
game.
you not get excited for this? Stress is the right way. It's so exciting. Oats at Mother Brain 1, Nevdi at Mother Brain 2. This is going to come down to the escape.
RNG does matter. You might get a bad pattern right before a catch up, but unfortunately that could cost you 3 seconds if there's like an unfortunate catch up. Nevdi missing 1 super, that's fine. He has 31 supers, nails all of them, a little bit extra for fun, and he's damaging down.
I didn't realize how loud my game was. I apologize to all the viewers' poor ears. Oats isn't Mr. Super.
Who does the escape better here? Oats has a history of being really good at the escape seeds, but in a one-off escape, it's all about, can you do it without pausing
It's a
much?
2-minute escape.
Can you do it without pausing
escape.
much?
We're talking about pauses on an escape coming down to whether Nevdi goes to the lower bracket or Nevdi forces game 3. This is what we have to deal with.
Nevdi knew to go left. He knew to go left. He remembered. Oats had to pause right there because Nevdi remembered, oh, I probably should have taken the top left entrance of Everest, but I didn't. And he remembered. He didn't even have to pause for it. He saw the great, oh, he just went back out the door. Okay, so still has the advantage. High jump does not matter anymore. They now both have all the movement items. That's what you get in the escape. And Oats is fast. Oats is really fast. So any wrong turn could determine the race right here. That's Pants Room. Which one do you go to?
Oh, what did the...
Oh my gosh, they're in the same room.
Same room. Same room when it's coming to pauses on an escape. Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh, and he's not, and Oats isn't pausing. Can Oats get through this? Oh, he had to pause. Okay, so here we go. He has to pause because he doesn't quite remember. He's gonna go through Pants Room.
This is insane. I said it's coming down to the escape. A minute 11 on the clock. Nevdi back to toilet. It's an immediate play for the wreck ship. Wreck ship to criteria. Nevdi and Oats have been in Blue Tower so much this season. They should know how to get out of here from here. No more pauses. Nevdi back to Bubble Mountain. Oats in the Blue Tower. Just gonna go forget the speed booster. 55 seconds on Nevdi's escape timer. A minute 6 for Oats. Back to criteria for Nevdi. Nevdi gonna force a game 3, or is Oats gonna catch up?
Here we go. I think Nevdi remembers, or I think just straight to the left here. And I think he's got it. We're gonna go past the crab hole where Nevdi got that map in the early game, and we're gonna be right at the ship. And that's it. I think for game 2, I think it's gonna go to Nevdi. Oh my gosh.
Back at the landing site. Nevdi forces game 3.
GG. Oh my gosh. With all the back and forth.
Okay.
Oh, you can see Oats going, wow. Oh my gosh.
Here's
wow.
the official times. 53 minutes, 56 seconds for Nevdi. 54 minutes, 8 seconds for Oats. A 12-second difference between the racers in game number 2. A 12, excuse me, no, my bad, an 8-second difference. Unbelievable.
If there was a game to really show why being able to pause less in the escape does matter,
this is it.
This is one of them. This is one of them. 12 seconds, right? Like every time you pause, it's gonna 4 or 5 seconds here, there, right? I think both of them had to pause. It was really hard to remember some of the sequences that you had to take, but also just remember what happened in the early game, right? Like Nevdi decided to bend in the high jump. Remember the 2%? The 2% that Oats hit for the powerbomb to get out of the soft lock, right? It just the back and forth that they had. There were some Nevdi took a death in the early game that kind of lost him some time, but at the end of it all, Nevdi comes out on top by 12 seconds to take game 2, and we're on to game 3. And we talked about how Nevdi is he gonna be in shambles for game 2, right? But he played very strongly. And they both did a really tight Ridley fight, right? Just think about everything that added up. Everything at this level does matter, right? If Oats did the Ridley fight a little bit faster because the power bombs kind of weren't working out for him, you can count all the things, but at the end, it's just like you have to combine all the mistakes together, and this is the result. And we're going to a game 3, and Nevdi's got to feel pretty good about that.
I'm going to get popcorn. I'm going to get a drink. Go hydrate, folks. Game 3 has been forced. Nevdi won. Oats won. We'll see you in about 9 minutes for a fantastic game number 3. Don't change the channel. All right, folks. I hope you're excited, because game 1 and game 2, neither disappointed. It's time. It's game number 3. This is the deciding factor. That was Oats's first map loss of this entire tournament. Twitch chat is correct. I've confirmed with Eddie. I've confirmed with the bracket. That was Oats's first map loss the entire tournament. Does that foreshadow something, Eddie, for game number 3? We're about to find out. Eddie, you ready?
I'm absolutely ready, and it looks like even the best and strongest runners can bleed. If anything, fitting that the first seed Nevdi handing Oats his first ever loss in the tournament at this stage of the tournament.
By 8 seconds. By 8 seconds,
yeah.
as J-Wax points out in Twitch chat.
It's unbelievable, right? Unbelievable. So
All
here we
so
go.
We're gonna do this fun style. Nevdi, you're ready. Oats, you're ready. Eddie, are you ready?
Oh, I am absolutely ready. Let's do this, WX.
Aussie is ready in the tracker. Let's get this started.
All right,
you
so
you all wanted that UFC intro again. I decided to give you something different and deal with it. So they are at just about the 10-minute mark now. As you all know, if you've never seen one of these before, there is a 10-minute delay plus the built-in delay on the restream from what you all see plus the delay. So about, what, 10.5 minutes or so? So it's here. We're ready. I don't know why Oats' jar is ready, according to what Frivolous Bliss says in Twitch chat, but whatever. This is it. Someone is going to the lower bracket. Someone is going to the upper bracket finals. Is it Nevdi? Is it Oats? And Oats changing up the sprite to a little bit more serious here. A little darker tone for Oats.
Oh, immediate turnaround. That's what you get for not pausing, Nevdi. You should have went right.
Oh, but Nevdi finds missiles. And a super gate.
Nevdi, pause.
But Oats, that's the map. Map at landing site. And Draygon and Ridley are right there. What is this scene already? It's not even a minute in.
Nevdi, press start. Press start, Nevdi.
Press
start. Can you please press start?
I feel like this is Super Mario 64. Press start to play.
Oh my gosh.
Gets more.
Thank you.
Nevdi did it. He found the start button.
You deserve that, Nevdi. You deserve that. He's not even going for the map. All right, here we go. You know, there is maybe a world where like that's Phantoon. Oh no, there is not. That's the right map. Yeah, so
that's the right map station. Oats has it.
All right. I mean, early game it's pretty linear. There's not really much you can do, but Nevdi does have to go back for that map. So a little bit of a lead. That's gonna probably happen with Oats. Is he gonna blind check some doors, or is he gonna head back right now? Let's see what Nevdi does. Nevdi's going back, and Oats knows where to go.
That's power bombs.
So let's see how this works out, because Oats grabbed the power. Yeah, I think this is just gonna work out a lot better, because if Nevdi blind checked that left door, picked up the power bombs, this would be a lot smoother. But now he's gonna have to backtrack all the way back down there, basically. So, oh, looks like Oats is taking a misstep. Yeah. No. Yeah, he's got the power bombs. He needs to probably grab that hollow on the top of Ocean.
Yeah, I was thinking
not
head to the top of West Ocean.
Yeah, it's like you kind of don't need it at this stage of the game, but you kind of do, because it's one tank in early game. But it looks like he's actually just he's gonna go grab it. So yep, Nevdi getting the bad news, sees that he has to go all the way back where he just came from, and then he's gonna have to go all the way back to the ship. So already some backtracking for Nevdi. And he's gonna feel bad about that. And I know he's thinking, oh my gosh, everyone that, you know, Zeb and I don't pause at the beginning of the game. Now everyone's gonna think we're a clown. Realistically, you know, map's usually not the right side of the ship. So.
Eddie, so what you're saying is Nevdi's a clown confirmed?
I'm gonna say Nevdi's a clown, but but realistically, if we're being honest, it's like 95% of the time, like when you pause there, it's not gonna, you know, you're not gonna get punished that hard. So
no, because the map is rarely ever that close to the landing site.
Yep, exactly.
We know Nevdi doesn't have a timer. That's Nevdi's fault.
All right, so something that's kind of funny.
To appear, well, Nevdi not starting his timer is already funny.
Something that's a little amusing is, for someone like Nevdi, we typically will say like, okay, Nevdi is the person that has more rando experience, so he's gonna have the better routing, and Oats is gonna have the mechanics, right?
Yep.
I think Oats still had the better mechanics, right? But it wasn't really the routing, I think, that got Nevdi. Oats always had the better route, essentially.
Yep.
But some costly deaths for Oats, stuff like that, and basically kind of Oats routed correctly, but I think Nevdi just kind of figured that stuff out faster than Oats did. And I think that's kind of where the time was made up by. So this is going to be interesting. We'll see how the route works out for both these players this time. And maybe we'll see a more clear advantage sometimes. But it seems like at the end of it, a lot of this is kind of evened out, because even game one, even though Oats was ahead for the majority of the time, it did sort of even out towards the end with the mistakes. And only 2 minutes is kind of a big deal, because it's very possible in rando races that someone's winning by like 10 minutes or so.
And then it evaporates again. See Nevdi game one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it looks like both players are going to abandon that hollow at the left of Ocean, instead opting to go straight to Greenbridge Shaft. So we're kind of just going to go here. We're going to go up to Norfair, and that's it. Oats a little bit ahead.
Oats is thinking about getting this hollow dot here, though. I think this is the Krockemeyer dot missile. Yep.
And that's perfectly reasonable. I think that's kind of how we should approach it at the early game if they're really close. Mainly because you may have to do some hell runs, and although in hard difficulty there's a 50% multiplier leniency right for the hell runs, the fact of the matter is, like, you may have to do a difficult hell run right off the bat, and without that extra E-tank it may be close to impossible to do without some serious like finagling. So that being said, it looks like Nevdi is going to play down that hollow, which is that E-tank, and that could be maybe the most punishing thing that happens. We'll see what rooms are coming up. What makes me a little bit nervous is that hollow and another hollow may open up. There's hollows that essentially are maybe opening up other hollows, so that kind of scares me a little bit. Like, if we can get like 2 tanks down the line, like, who knows what's going to happen here, right? So
I think the fact that finding Main Street's also really interesting to get things started. Nevdi's about to find it. Oats is finding it.
So it's going to be interesting. I think they just took a save, right? In which case, I almost feel like, oh, that's going to be good for Oats. I think Nevdi will go down here. But, oh, that's a dead end. So that's an instant reset. I guess Nevdi's just going to check real quick and then bail out. But Oats going straight to Big Pink, which is definitely the play at this stage. Okay, so the save, that's fine. Gets the information. And Nevdi's going to head back up. Not really that much time loss, gain some information out of it, but Nevdi is definitely oh, that's a little bit of time loss. Has to recollect the super missile.
That's a random X-ray beam or X-ray visor.
Yep. X-ray is a filler item, so when X-ray is placed, the game is not actively going, oh, we're placing this X-ray to open up something.
Yep. Oh, hello. That's Torian.
Right into Torian. Oh, so aha, Oats with 3 power bombs. Climb is always a little scary, right? Because we saw the situation they got into last time.
Yeah.
When you're playing on 5 power bombs and no regular bombs, climb is pretty scary. You can't really do those. Oh, he's gonna go for it. Oh, okay.
Springy.
Oh, okay. I feel like Oats should have used the spring ball to get across for free, but
Oats
gotta have confidence in yourself.
No stinking spring ball. The spring ball needs Oats, okay, Eddie? The spring ball needs Oats.
All right, so Nevdi making his way over to Big Pink. Looks like he's a little bit behind. He is, but has a little bit of information on the bottom right door. Oats decided like that could be a soft lock if it was a water room, which it was, and so didn't go there, and so that worked out for him even better.
Eddie, congratulations apparently on already finishing this seed. Congratulations from Twitch chat apparently.
Oh yeah, I finished the seed before they started. That's how that typically works out.
I mean, we did see your alt account babysit Eddie talking earlier, so I'm kidding. So now Nevdi gets that X-ray. It's a matter from here of, we know that the map for Norfair is so far out of the way with. Oats is back into Torian, now going for the Torian map station, which is pretty interesting. This will be good information on a smaller area early. And there's Kraid guarding a major, another major.
Wow.
Okay, that's major for Oats, but that's it. But the Brinstar doors, Eddie. The Brinstar doors to the north could be proving to be pivotal.
Oh my gosh, Nevdi also jumping across. Okay, so Oats has a lead, and these are the seeds where Oats, I think, excels at. So, oh man, this is going to be crazy. So we already know the location of, what was it, Ridley and Dray in the beginning criteria.
Correct.
So we're looking for Phantoon. This is going to be tech that Oats actually figured out, or kind of knew. But Phantoon is never going to be. There is one map on the of the 6 maps that you can see if you pause when you enter a region, that is going to have wave beam. That is going to have water markings on it, right? Because there's one map that's the Meridian map that will show that it's water. That room is always a right door map, meaning Phantoon will never be in a room, will never be in the region where that map specifically is, right?
Correct.
So this is a Phantoon hunt. They know where all the bosses are, so they need to find Phantoon.
I'm sorry, that's just funny. Hey, I don't think I've ever heard that in positive terms, that it's a Phantoon hunt.
It's
the
a Phantoon
one
hunt.
boss that nobody wants to go visit.
Yeah, it's a Phantoon hunt. Well, I mean, it's also a mother brain hunt, right? But basically, like,
Also fair.
until they can kill Ridley, they're just gonna go and see what happens, right? So this is where things get tricky. You have to calculate, when do I go back to clear these 3 bosses, actually, right? You can clear Kraid, it's right there, so it's not a big deal, right? But you're thinking, like, when do I get the resources to kill Ridley and Dre? And so this is a decision you have to make. This is a hard decision, right? Because do you start collecting hollows? Do you get the E-tanks? Do you do some other things? Or do you just commit to finding the majors and going? And so Nevdi is taking a good long look at that map, trying to decide what his game plan is right here.
Oh my god, okay. Focus up, folks. Oats is in worst room in the game. Is entering from the top and going down. The amount of damage that Oats is going to take is ridiculous. Drop down already.
There is a farm room here.
Half Oats' energy. Oh, and yeah, Oats has to farm.
Yep, with the wave. Okay, and I think he's going to go into that left room because there's power bombs. He doesn't want to play on 5 power bombs anymore. He knows the situation he got into last time. Frankly, playing on 5 power bombs sucks. Nope, he's just going to go kill Kraid. Okay, so he's going to kill Kraid. Totally fine. The boss is quick. You don't have to think twice about it. How is Nevdi going to approach this? Nevdi is going to, it looks like, maybe abandon everything and go straight to Bryn. No, he's going to go down. He's going to go kill Kraid this way.
Okay. So that's Kraid defeated. Not the best health resources. Good ammo. Really good ammo resources. And it's Kraid's closet. How apt. And all that for a Spazer beam. Now, Nevdi is back in the Norfair. Has left Torian, has left Kraid. Nevdi's now going to come away with a ridiculous amount more map knowledge early than Oats is going to.
What happened here exactly? Did Nevdi not see a path to getting to the Kraid? Because to abandon that major is fairly risky, because he knows... Oh, well, there's Phantoon.
Hi, Phantoon.
He's using Norfair.
Okay, so I just want to point out, the fastest time we've seen a map rando seed completed is 40 minutes and 36 seconds by this guy over here. You know, one Mr. Eddie. This could smash that if this ends up being a half-hour seed.
This could, but the
All
problem
4
is...
bosses found.
It does come down to where's Mother Brain and when do I get my stuff to kill Ridley, right? And finish the game, because they're so far off on their equipment. So I like Oats' play of getting that major on Mother Brain, you know, next to Kraid. To abandon that feels a little bit risky, especially because there was a way out. But all right, here we go. Nevdi is just gonna go start exploring.
Yes, and yes, Eddie tied the any % world record chat in map rando. It's okay. Oats will concede to that. It's all good. 40:36 is the fastest, I believe, so far. I haven't seen a faster time on the bracket map. But man, Eddie, Nevdi, I think, might just be thinking, you know what? Full yeet at this point.
Oof.
Throw it out the window. Go for the win.
This is so interesting. So Nevdi chose not to do Aqueduct because it's not in logic yet. He needs high jump for it to be in logic. But in some ways you might want to do it. It's just it's hard to say, right? So Nevdi's trying to figure out a way to get to that Phantoon, but they're sort of in this awkward situation where they're not really sure where to go, right? Because you don't, at this point, once you know Phantoon's in Norfair, you don't really want to go to Bryn because you're not hunting bosses in conjunction with finding majors that you need to progress the game, right?
Correct.
So this is just a really awkward situation to be in, basically.
This is
They just
awkward
sort of
for
have to
both
blind
of them.
check. Yeah, they
Yeah.
effectively have to blind check here, which is, it never feels good.
No, I
And now
mean,
he's playing
if this
down
wasn't a
D-Tank.
race and you were doing this for fun, blind checking, who cares? In a race, you don't want to blind check.
Oh, the save right there. Does Nevdi try to? Oh yeah, I know he's uncomfortable right now. This is really weird. So at what point do you just kind of like you just pucker up and go to Bryn? Like, is when do you do that? That's the question, right? Oh,
I am literally restraining myself, Eddie. After you said pucker up, I was restraining myself from doing a stupid joke, but that's okay. Pucker
so let's
up.
see. Where is he going? I think Nevdi is going to go ahead and probably grab that miner that Oats left behind.
Yeah.
I think he does know that it connects to what is that, Main Street?
There's a ridiculous amount of power bombs that these racers are finding. Oats is on 20.
Yeah, that means Oats does have a crystal flash that he could use. It's not irrelevant at this point, but I don't think Nevdi's gonna have to actually crystal flash, I think, to get out. That's kind of hilarious, and he's gonna be able to, and it won't even be costly. So that's kind of funny. I don't know. He'll have to recognize that scenario, but if he goes to the next room, he'll crystal flash, and then he just refills his ammo again. That's hilarious. But yeah, Oats gets the information now. Ooh, it's always a little scary. Nope. Okay.
Careful, gets over Golden Terizo.
Okay, so Nevdi makes it through just fine.
All right, Eddie, let's just take a quick stock here. We've seen Criteria, we know has Draygon and Ridley. Crate is defeated, that was in Torian. Phantoon is hanging out, what, here in Norfair?
Yep.
Where are you going? Like, I need to, like, if I'm racing this, I need to really zone on the maps and go, where the heck does the logic want me to go? Because I don't know where to go. Torian seemed like a dead end, but it had I think it was the 2 Brinstar connections. Is that really where the seed wants us to go, is Brinstar to get progression?
So what I would do in this situation, right? It's a very weird situation, right? Because you really want to gun for Phantoon if you can. What I would probably do is try to find a way to justify my spring ball, because I need progression. I don't really have a ways to beat this game right now. I cannot get through a lot of rooms. Where can I go where spring ball gets me somewhere, right?
Right.
And you know what I'm kind of wondering? I need to check the map again. It's hard to follow exactly what's going on, but do we have this Turian map? We do have this Turian map, right?
Yep, and there's there's 2 Brinstar entrances to the north. You see one right there, but again, oh, it's Nevdi's arch enemy, the arch nemesis room. It's the pre-Wasteland 3 key hunter room.
I'm getting afraid for Oats because Oats is coming to here. I understand why he's doing it, right? He's trying to get the Phantoon.
Yes.
How far is Phantoon?
Do we know this is Phantoon?
Yes, we do. This is Norfair. The issue is, if you go this way, you are very unlikely to find speed booster or grav or high jump, because that is how it's programmed. You are not expected to be able to go down here and get bailed out by the item that's going to get you out, and that's going to be speed, grab, or high jump. The only way you find speed, grab, or high jump is if you double break logic. So let's say he does a hell run that is like way beyond what he's expected to do, then he might be able to find one of those 3 items. But I think you can't go this way knowing that those 3 items are extremely unlikely to be found. That's the issue here. It's a risk.
He finds an energy tank.
And he's not getting that bomb jump.
Wow.
So Nevdi is going to continue on. Looks like he's just collecting some stuff because, yeah, he was down the energy tank. He doesn't want to do the Turian hoppers there. He's too scared of it. He's going to save. And
I don't blame him.
this is, I think what Oats is doing is just too risky. It's not guaranteed that he'll make it there. And not only that, him traversing this area makes it extremely unlikely that he can find high jump, grab, those 3 items, literally high jump, grab,
Oats
or
is going to continue to go this way.
speed booster.
Oats just found an energy tank. Oats is going for it. Oats in the chronic boost. Oats is going for it. Oats is on the Phantoon.
You know what? He got there. So you know what? This play worked out. He wasn't too slow. and that's just good. That's all I can say. That is a strong play.
Yep. Another fast for Oats.
Fortunately, did not hit the eye in the way that he wants to, but this is a fight that he's more than familiar with. Yeah, this is complicated. You just have to ask yourself at this point, if I'm gonna find progression, where is why does Spring Ball open? The only thing I could remember off the top of my head was going to be the Oasis that they found earlier.
Yeah.
But I think they know that doesn't really lead anywhere, so.
Yeah, I got a plug for you all coming up after this Phantoon fight because we need to see what this map is here in Norfair. What's left? Where's progression? Are there majors that the racers can get? Here we go. Oats is on the way to the map station. This is it.
I'm gonna say something.
Yes.
Speed, high jump, like I said, speed, high jump, and the other things are not expected.
Aqueduct's double major.
Oats, you know what he needs to do? I don't know if he's willing to do it, but that's what he should do.
Look at all the majors! Look at the majors we haven't even seen yet! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 7 majors!
He may not actually have to extra clip that. So basically up there, gravity will, you're not gonna find no, you can find gravity there. Shoot, this is actually crazy.
You have X-ray!
This is crazy. So what is Nevdi gonna do? Is he gonna blind check? Maybe he just goes for Norfair. I think what Oats actually did is a pretty strong play.
It is.
Obviously, this is a hindsight thing, right? Like we're talking about it, but it's dangerous, but it is a play, and it's just a matter of like what's the likelihood of you being able to get to Phantoon and get out? And he decided there is a reasonable enough chance that I can get there and get out, because if you get that map information, that is really big. Otherwise, you have to blind check into all this stuff.
Look, we can look at hindsight here, Eddie, because we're commentary. We can look at hindsight. These two racers are like, okay then.
It's hard to say because you kind of have to follow two runners and get this idea. It's a little bit difficult, right? But I don't actually think Oats should X-ray clip this at all, because what he should know at this point is one of those majors over there is going to be one of gravity or speed booster. Both of those items will put those two into logic. And therefore, I don't think he should clip this because he'll get an answer when he goes to a major that is not one of those two. Oats or Nevdi is opting to do the blind check. And I think he's going to get rewarded based on what I understand. Because
he could get majorly rewarded. He's heading towards the double pre-high jump boot room double major.
This is going to be absolutely huge for him because this might be gravity or speed. It might be one of the two.
Here we go.
And Oats is going to have to do the snail climb. It's the snail climb. This is one of the reasons why it's not in logic.
Grapple. Okay, it's grapple and what?
Oh my gosh.
It's grapple and speed. Nevdi may have just lucked out. Oh boy.
So Oats chose to commit to the map. That the map is very out of logic, right? Has the Phantoon kill, but the route ends up being bad because the answer was not in Aqueduct as we knew before. So this ended up working out better for Nevdi. So this is kind of crazy. Like Nevdi's getting a pretty big advantage out of this, I think, but we don't like fully know because is Nevdi just gonna go? Okay, now that Nevdi has speed, he's definitely going to Aqueduct. He's gonna take the speed and going. I know I can go to Aqueduct unless it's not a water room. There's a chance for that, but like I'm going to Aqueduct now, and this is gonna work out so well for him because Oats has to go to where Nevdi is. Huge backtrack.
All right, I need to do my plug before I get fired. I'm kidding. If you're attending Speedgaming Live on site in person, yes, you actually have to go touch grass. If you're attending SG Live in person, head over to sglive.speedgaming.org. You still have an opportunity to donate to your favorite game titles. And if you're going to be attending in person, if you want to volunteer, there was a button over at sglive.speedgaming.org. There is a button to go and volunteer. Volunteers are what make the event as much as it is the viewers. So if you're going to be there and you want to say, hey, I'll go volunteer for like, a little bit, go and sign up using the volunteer button. And that is the plug. Speedgaming Live, the first weekend, October 2024. All right, so now that we have paid the bills and can stay on the air. I'm kidding. Mo says sunlight and fresh air too. Yeah, sorry, Mo. Some of you are.
Please, Crystal Flash, just do it.
Oats.
Oh God.
Why?
I mean,
Oats,
you could do it. He can do it hitless. He can do it hitless, but like.
It's a race to.
It's just scary.
Go to the upper bracket finals. Why would you risk it?
I mean, against a player like Nevdi, you have to risk something, right? But like.
Risk the route, not the health.
I'm just a little spooked.
You think?
But he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. The only reason I would prefer Crystal Flashing is just because there is an ammo refill that he can go back to, and yeah, it's just there's a farm room right there. He'll be fine, but it is making me a little bit scared. Okay, so let's return back on the idea to go back to Phantoon, right?
I need to put the AC on.
I think ultimately there's nothing really wrong with that play. It's just the decision you have to make. There's nothing wrong with that play.
But the map is so far to the way. Yeah, Oats has the map knowledge, has the Phantoon kill. Nevdi got those items before. Now again, granted, it's speed booster. Oats now has speed, but this is Nevdi's first time through Aqueduct. Yeah. Nevdi is going to go and charge speed booster into Aqueduct and grab what Nevdi is going to be shocked at is the double major. And that is going to be huge for Nevdi. And if it's gravity, or Varia, or charge beam, heck, even like you said, high jump boots. If it's something that is going to give Nevdi the advantage, Nevdi could have an unsurmountable lead that Oats may not be able to come back from in this best of 3.
I mean, Oats is going straight for this, and there's a good chance this can be something good.
Major 1 is space jump. Major 2 is charge beam!
That's big, but it's not an answer to Ridley. Not yet. It's not the answer to Ridley yet. They have so many super missiles, by the way.
25 supers, not enough energy tanks.
That space jump is going to let Nevdi get through this heated room so much faster than Oats had to do it last time. When Oats had to do it, he had to get that wall jump. It was a tough one, and he couldn't quite make it. So this is pretty crazy. Has a speed booster to zoom through here. And this is the room upcoming after this one, I believe. Nevdi is going to be able to just space jump through, and Oats had to do a really tight wall jump that was clearly out of logic.
Does Oats go for this mage at the top of Main Street? No high jump, not in logic. You have spring ball. Yeah, definitely. At this point, you gotta have to just go for every major. You need to kill all the bosses right now, because after this, all that's left is a Mother Brain hunt. So this is just like, I need the solution for I need a Ridley solution right now. That's what I need. So majors are going to be the easiest solution. They need Varia. If it's Varia, this race is over. If Oats, watch that upper right of Main Street. Watch it be Varia. Watch it be the answer these racers need. I'm calling it right now. That major is Varia suit. And I want to do this because Twitch chat loves some Phantoon music. There you go. All right, Eddie. Oh, bad Doppler for Nevdi. This is going to be at least a 3-round. So these players are fairly even at this point. It just kind of depends where the majors are. Again, the only other major that they're close to is that Main Street one. Is it in logic with Spring Ball? There's no high jump. Okay. Oh, there's the major down there too. So the major below the sand pits, currently definitely not in logic. I saw another major below. I didn't quite see that one, but there's 2 majors that I saw. One below sand pits, definitely not in logic. No high jump, no gravity, no nothing like that. So then there is one other, I think. Oh, Nevdi, get the map. Nevdi, get the map. Nevdi, oh my God, he's forgetting the map and he doesn't have that much health. He's got a crystal flash though. Okay, he remembers now. Oh, Nevdi, he's got a crystal flash, and then there is a refill there, so it's really not the biggest deal. But that's twice you've almost gone the wrong way by not looking at the map the right way. Please stop with the making us sweat over here, will you please? Okay, here we go. So Oats is straight up ahead. Nevdi is going to head to that major next. 2 majors. And I would be going to the one, but again, you have speed boost. The Dakara's room is unlocked. And this is it. Oats is to the major.
This is going to be high jump or grab. It's going to be high jump or grab. It's
high jump. High jump, okay.
So what you do now...
Put Main Street in logic. That puts Main Street, that major in logic.
So it also puts the other ones in the sandpit. It also puts that in logic. Oh no, depending on the sandpit, it may not. And I don't know if Nevdi...
That's one of the quicksand rooms, right?
It is, and if they know how to do the spring ball trick, that can be a way to get out. However, I think you can deduce... it depends. Depending on which sandpits they are, you may be able to deduce that it cannot be grab. So this is where things get a little spicy. We're gonna have to see what they do. If I had to put my money on where, but it could still be Varia. So if I had to put my money on where grab would be, I'm gonna guess it's at Precious Room at the top of Main Street. And then whatever is in the sandpits is going to be something else. Oh, Oats is picking up hollows. Huh. He's gonna go for an ammo kill on Ridley. Is he gonna go on this? Is he trying to go on this? If he gets another super pack.
He's gonna do it. He's going to do it.
Oats, I believe.
Oats has 6 energy tanks.
If he was sweating really hard, he may be able to do it on this ammo with an X Factor opening. He may be able to do that, and he does know how to X Factor.
We saw it in his world record run.
So Oats, all you have to do is just a normal grab jump. He has high jump now. He's trying to do a water short charge. I don't think he may have forgotten that he just picked up high jump, but he didn't have to do that. So, yeah. All right, here we go.
In the world record run, we've seen that X Factor used. You don't have the luxury of health to do the double powers. There's Nevdi.
Okay, this is going to be kind of critical. So, is Nevdi going to attempt to go for the major on the left? And that major at the top of Aqueduct, I'm like pretty confident it may be gravity, or something very powerful. I'm thinking there's a good chance it's gravity. There's still Brinstar and plenty of other things that we know, but I think there's a reasonable chance that's gravity to unlock the major in the sandpits. You can get the sandpits majors, but I believe you have to do a very tricky spring ball jump to get out of one of the situations, of one of the sandpits, so that would not be in hard.
I also want to point out that what Oats was doing there with the grapple jumps, just for people to understand, yes, you can do it if you know the trick. It's not in hard logic. This is an expert level trick. You can do it, sure. Again, there's nothing stopping you if you know harder than hard level logic. It's just saying that what Oats is doing isn't logical. That's all.
And
this is it, Aussie. Eddie. Aussie's on edit. Aussie's on tracking. I'm all over the place. I am so hyped up for this.
Oh,
They're both in Aqueduct. They're both in Aqueduct.
This is so tough. This is so tough. If I'm Oats, for me, I do what Nevdi's doing right now. I don't know if Nevdi knows how to get out of the sandpit correctly. This is not going to be gravity. I can tell you right now, it's not going to be gravity.
No, it's not gravity.
It could still be Varia. And that's just as important if we want to kill Ridley and finish the game.
Yep.
So it's tough. Main Street's kind of far, so if you can do this major, you want to do it right now. But unless you know the tricky spring ball jumps, you cannot get out of this.
Nevdi gets hit. Nevdi is...
He can get out. He can get out.
Come on, Nevdi.
You can get out.
There you go. Nicely done, Nevdi.
The question is, does he know how to get out? So you can jump through this over here. You can spring ball jump it, but you can just grab jump it as well from the door, or just get running speed from the door.
It's X-ray room.
What is it? There's a good chance he resets it. Plasma. Oh, he's gonna reset it. Okay, he's gonna reset it.
It's tough. That's tough.
Is Oats going for the Ridley kill right now?
No way. There's no way.
If he doesn't X Factor.
I also think that's what is it? Wreck ship reserve? Not wreck ship. Norfair reserve tank.
2, 4, 6, 8. If Oats doesn't
Oats is going for holodots.
Is he going for holodots? He could do this with X Factor. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. If he gets a 3-hit X Factor,
lock in.
3
Lock
X Factor,
in.
he can do it. He has grapple pick. He's gonna walk back in.
Okay.
If he gets a triple X Factor, which he absolutely can do. Now, the one thing that's a little bit different, he's entering from a really weird angle that you wouldn't normally, but you could still do this. He could absolutely do it as long as he gets a triple X Factor.
X Factor 1 launched. Perfect. Needs a couple more. Can't miss another. No! Missed the X Factor.
He's got to reset. That's not happening. You know what?
Yeah, no. 2 hits.
I don't
2 hits.
know.
Can't do it.
I don't know if he could do it because I kind of forget that the X Factor setup does require taking 1 hit, and when you have no suits, that's 1,000,000 damage.
Yeah,
So
can't
this
do
isn't
that.
happening.
Oh, just doing it again.
No. Okay, you know what? Scratch that. He can do it. He can do it. He can do it.
Chat, I want to see hype from you right now in the Twitch chat. Let's go. Get that hype going. It's Oats versus Ridley. 6 energy tanks. X Factor. Let's go.
What he has to do here, 1 X Factor, 18 missiles. 1 X Factor, 18 missiles should be enough damage, and he can absolutely do that. But he cannot do more than 1 X Factor unless you do an RBO style setup. He missed the super.
He missed the super.
He missed the super. He's gonna have to get 3 charge shots in. I don't know if he has the health to do that. That's gonna be a reset. This is too much. This is too much. Not enough health.
That's enough to survive it. You don't have enough to finish it.
Maybe 4 shots and he's gonna jump in.
To finish the game.
Nah, that's not enough. Reset.
Slide.
He can do this though.
Reset.
He absolutely can do this fight. There's no
This
point.
is a
He just
big
needs to
risk.
reset.
Look at Nevdi. Nevdi's headed for the upper Main Street
Really?
Major.
Oh, he's trying to pause.
Unfortunate. Nevdi's headed for the Main Street Major.
This is the yes. I feel like this is gonna be gravity, but I'm not 100% sure. So
Like I said, I'm calling Varia suit.
Varia would be absolutely gigantic, and it could be. It could be. There's no reason it couldn't be. There's parts of the game that we have not seen.
No!
This is under a game 3 situation against Nevdi. This is not. This has got to be so nerve-wracking. If I'm Oats, I do the math in my head. I go 18 missiles, 25 supers, 1 X Factor, and it's clean. It's clean. I hit everything. I do everything else the same.
Yeah, you and I were talking pre-show about how I think Oats feels like Oats isn't the favorite heading into a battle with Nevdi. It's just Ice Beam!
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. So Oats is gonna commit to this.
Oats, go
The
for the
suits
hollow
are not
knife.
here. The suits are not here. Nevdi has to seriously think, do I grab some hollows and do I get that plasma? And do what Oats is doing, except I have full beam combo. I don't know what's going through his head. What is he gonna do? Because with ice, he can now get through those sandpits for sure. Like, he can get through the sandpits no matter what now. So he needs to make a decision right now. Do I go to Bryn and find suits? Or do I go back, get that plasma, get some hollows?
Aaron just made a great point. Aaron made a great point. Ice Mix getting out of sand hall is way easier.
Yes, exactly. That's what I meant. Like,
Yep.
Oats is not, the fight is not going well. He can do it, but it's just not going too well. I don't know if he knows the exact damage he has in his head, but if he just does 1 X Factor, and yeah, like I said, 18 plus 25, that's enough. But oh, it's
As Bippy says, Oats is committed to this.
he is absolutely. He missed the super. I would just reset right there. There we go. Okay. What Nevdi?
Phantoon cooperated with Oats in game 2.
Where is Nevdi?
Ridley is not cooperating with Oats here in game 3.
Wait a second. Where's Nevdi going? I don't understand why he's coming back here.
Nevdi's doing what I've been wanting Oats to do for the last like 2 minutes. Go for the hollow dive.
But is this enough? 4? I don't know about this hollow. Why did he come down here for this?
It's an energy tank.
That's
That will give
good.
Oats everything that Oats needs.
But 1 hollow alone is not going to be enough for Nevdi to do this fight, which is why I'm a little bit confused. Because there's more hollows above where he was earlier. Oh, I don't know if Oats is going to be able to do this in time.
Oats will have enough energy. 151. Oats,
He's got it. I think he's got it. He's got it. He should
50,
pause just to be
40,
careful.
30. No
Oh my God, I got no
energy, but gets out. Oats defeats Ridley on 6 energy tanks.
That's gonna be
2025 and an X Factor. Oats
What?
go mode.
No way is Nevdi going to do this on 5? This is harder than Oats' fight.
The Super Metroid GOAT has done it again. Nevdi says Oats. No, that's not happening, Oats. And Nevdi says, hold my beer. That's what Nevdi's saying. Anything you can do, I can do better. Remember, Nevdi has the PRKD beam combo. Oats never had Ice Beam. Nevdi has the extra damage.
You missed one.
Ridley's already at red.
No, that's it. That's it. Nope. Nope.
Yeah, no, hit. Reset. Bye.
Oh God, Nevdi, this is so. Woo. This is so hard. This is harder than Oats' fight.
Oh.
What I want to see from these players, like what I want to see from Nevdi right now, is to know exactly how many missiles he has to shoot. He should not be turning that beam on. The beam is useless because you have the missiles with that one X Factor to supplement.
But not the energy. Remember, Oats had an extra energy tank and just barely survived. And now Oats is getting really bad. Look at the swoops.
Nevdi just took a hit.
That's it. Nope. Nevdi's now going for it. Both racers at this point, I think, feel very behind to the other. Because they're doing Ridley so crazy.
I mean, it just depends. I think Oats at this point understands if that major at the top of Main Street is huge, then that's GG. Oof. That's probably game for me, right? That's what he's thinking because he took a few deaths, and that's gonna hurt. Nevdi's gonna have to reset this, but he doesn't know that, so he's nervous. Nevdi's trying to approach this RBO style, but this 5 tank is too. I think why Nevdi is so afraid right here is because he know what he skipped. He know he skipped the plasma. He know he skipped the ice, and he knows the hollows that he left behind, right? So the thing is, if Oats is playing someone else that doesn't have PRKD experience, someone that's not literally the any % world record holder, I think Oats understands, or Nevdi understands, like, I can go out of my way and grab a lot more stuff.
Correct.
But I think Nevdi does know that Oats is going to do this, and he is going to lose if he doesn't collect the suit, essentially, right?
Correct. So
it's very specifically because he's up against Oats that he's doing this. Oh, he might be able to do this. Just unload the rest of them.
Oats has all bosses defeated. Oats has every boss defeated. Oats is now hunting for Mother Brain. Oats has dropped.
Wait, perfect positive views. Perfect positive views from Nevdi. No, he got this. He got this.
Nevdi with all the energy.
Oh my gosh.
Nevdi gets it.
He does it.
On 5 energy tanks, are you kidding me?
Even less than Oats.
Nevdi to Oats, hold my beer. Or for you children, hold my coat.
Okay, so, oh man, this is getting really wild. Oats is very far ahead here, right?
This is insane. Yes.
What Nevdi needs?
Why are you leaving Draygon?
He needs health. He needs health.
Okay.
He needs health. So Nevdi needs. Oh my gosh, Nevdi needs Mother Brain. Mother Brain has to be far. Mother Brain needs to be so far away, and the path there has to be obscure so that Nevdi can get an advantage. If Mother Brain's just right there, then there's no.
It's game. It's
play.
game.
There's no play left. Yeah. Oats would have to die to Mother Brain. So there's things that can happen, but Nevdi needs the route to Mother Brain to be really complicated.
And Nevdi's not in go mode. Nevdi needs Vario or one more energy tank.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. I want to point out, if you're just joining us, yes, this is Nevdi versus Oats. This is game 3. This is not the grand final. It's not the upper bracket final. This is one of the 2 semi-final games. This is a semi-final match. If you thought Aussie versus Oats was insane, this is nuts. This is a semi-final upper bracket match. Winner advances to the upper bracket final. Loser goes down to the lower bracket. Can we make this a best of 5, please?
This is getting so
I'm gonna
spicy.
sleep good tonight.
This is getting so spicy. I think maybe the where's he going? Oh, it has to go to the right.
Oh, this
What is the
insane.
path here? So without ice, this is a little weird. Oh, almost tried to UWJ right there. Okay, so I think maybe the craziest thing that could happen right now, if there's some sort of crazy ice clip,
Is
that would
Oats
be in
getting
logic
lost?
here.
Twitch chat wants to know. Oats, some people in Twitch chat think Oats is getting lost. I don't think Oats is lost. This is the problem. We've seen so many early suit seeds, right? It's been a lot of early gravity seeds. You're now into Fish Tank with no Varia, no gravity. Yes, you have all the movement technique on it, but it's still with no gravity. And now Oats is going into 2 heated rooms.
What?
This is Nevdi's nemesis room here.
Was there no path into Turian the other way?
I don't...
Was this it?
They are the 2 Brinstar paths.
Oh. He has to go this way. Oh god, this guy's gonna hurt a lot. Oh.
Yeah. No, Oats just tank the damage. Oats can't have another heated room and doesn't. Oats is gunning for the map.
Well, at this stage, it's kind of okay. Oh god, don't take too much damage here, Oats. So, Oats has crystal flashes, right? I mean, like,
Yes.
he needs the ammo to maybe potentially kill Zebs if he has to, but like, he can crystal flashes, yes. The ammo, they have charge. It's fine. They could just, you know, do whatever they want, but yeah, it looks like Motherbrain's path is not super clear yet, so we'll just see how Nevdi and Oats both approach this.
We haven't
Nevdi,
seen the wrecked ship either, have we?
No, we've seen like nothing. So
we've seen no Meridia, nothing. So Nevdi still has a chance to get back into this.
Yeah, following right behind. So here we go. Let's see what's gonna happen. Oats is going back.
Oh, what a great best of 3. Eddie, WX
okay.
fan, if you want commentary, big shout out to Lunatic Moth for joining us in game games 1 and 2. Aussie joining us for tracking on game 3. Eddie, this best of 3 has not disappointed, and this could be far from over.
Not at all. No, like, this comes down to like, where is Mother Brain? And the one thing also, the one kind of thing that's a little looming is Nevdi does need one more E-Tank. And the problem is, even for Oats, if Mother Brain's behind like 1 heated room, then suddenly, like, even for Oats, he might need more than that help. I mean, I guess he could crystal flash in the room, and that would be okay. But yeah, this is a nasty fight. This is a nasty way to get in there.
Yeah, you'll have 98 damage leeway with this amount of energy against Mother Brain.
Yep. So still more game to be played, but yeah, Oats definitely ahead. Where's Mother Brain? That's kind of what we have to do. This is crazy. Just the fact that it's coming down to this.
Oats is blind checking right now.
But he has no choice. There's nothing else to do. Yeah, it's here's the thing. We know that Oats is ahead, right?
Yes.
But like he knows that he doesn't know what that major at the top of Main Street is. He knows that he committed to a really tough Ridley fight. He knows he died like by 2 or 3 more times than he wanted to, right? So he's just like, I need to go fast. I don't know where I am, but I could be so far behind because of how that really went, right? We know that Nevdi is probably feeling even worse because literally nothing worked out for him, right? And then he had to pull off that crazy fight, but the majors all ended up being bad, and he knows that Oats could have done exactly what he did right here. So,
and there we go. So this is the map station. Is Mother Brain here in Brinstar? No! What is here? There's the 2 Torian doors. There's a major. That's the back of Gauntlet. That could be a double major. There's Wreck Ship. And it's Wreck Ship Meridia. It's Wreck Ship and Meridia. Can this entire semifinal come down to Wreck Ship versus Meridia? Oats is going to make a play for the Wreck Ship. It's right here.
You have to check Wreck Ship. You have to check Wreck Ship.
Does Nevdi luck into Meridia?
It's Everest, though. It's Everest. You have to check the map.
Oh,
that map is far. Are you going to Meridia? Do you go to Meridia here? No, he's committed.
Go Meridia.
We have... Okay, wait. This door. We've seen this door. Mother Brain could absolutely be in that door right there in Meridia. There are some patterns where Mother Brain tends to be in sequences of double doors. I almost feel like it's worth blind checking that middle door. Oh my god, Nevdi just found Varia. Nevdi just found Varia in Bryn at the top of Green Pirate Shop.
Nevdi go mode. And that's the gauntlet check. It's Meridia's not that far away if Eddie's gonna blind check everything.
This is a solution to his lack of E-tanks, and it's a solution to get through rooms really quickly without worrying too much. But Oats, all he has to do is find Mother Brain. Oh, that's not good. He's committing to this. He's gonna Crystal Flash. Nevdi's gonna get this. Oh, but there's no... How do you get there? How do you get there? It just comes down to where is Mother Brain? That's what it comes down to. This is all it comes down to. I feel like, I almost feel like Oats maybe had to back out of Wreck Ship because of how far Mother Brain is, or how far the map is, and then maybe check Meridia and maybe peek the miner even though he's go mode. Oh, it's hard to say. Or
viewers,
major.
I don't know. I mean, you have to be watching this and going, this is so exciting. This is everything that you want in a game. And again, this is only the semis, Eddie. Q versus Mo on Saturday, followed by the other semi-final at night, Zeb versus Nitro. We have so much great SF map rando ahead for you all. This is, again, there's so much more to come. Aussie versus Oats in the quarters. Eddie versus Mo this Saturday. Tomorrow, I think it starts at 2 p.m. Nevdi Oats right now. Like, this is everything you wanted. Big shout out to Aussie, to MM2, to the other admins. Oats finds Screw Attack. What a fantastic tournament they've put on. Make sure you leave some thumbs up and some applause, some thank yous for all the tournament admins for an outstanding job that they have done putting on this tournament. And I gotta say, Eddie, thank you for joining me on comms, because this has been such a treat. I'm so happy that there are two of us commentating this amazing race.
Absolutely. I'm keeping my eyes peeled because this literally comes down to where the heck is Mother Brain. And the other thing is Nevdi knows where Varia suit is.
Nevdi's so close to Meridia. Nevdi's so close to Meridia. We talk about how good of a runner Nevdi is.
Oh my gosh!
Mother Brain found! Are you kidding me?
Wait!
Oats just left into Mother Brain!
Wait, how does he do this? How does he do this? He needs the Crystal Flash. He needs to get a short charger. He's got to re-enter the room. Spike suit, get a charge through. He's gonna peek this because he's desperate for a situation. He needs to go back. He needs to go back. He's scared because he doesn't have a save. Look
at all the heated rooms.
This is all
Nevdi has the Varia suit.
What Oats needs to do right now? He needs to get a short charge. He needs to speed Zen skip. And then he needs to Crystal Flash past the Zeb, if he can do that, or at the start of the Mother Brain fight. That's what he has to do, but now he doesn't have the health. He doesn't have the health.
No, there's too many heated rooms. Nevdi has Varia. That Varia suit for Nevdi could be the key to this entire
Where was
thing.
his last save? Where was his last save? Oh no!
It's been a while.
Oh my gosh! I really think the play. There was no time to think about it. But he had 5 tanks or so. If he wanted to win right then and there, he needed to back out of that room. He needed to screw attack the 2 pirates, and then he has the ground to short charge and get a speed Zeb skip. Once he gets to the brain, oh no! But he doesn't have the ammo to actually.
He doesn't have the energy.
He doesn't have the ammo. Yeah, he couldn't do it.
He doesn't have the energy to get through all the heated rooms to
This is not, yeah, he can't do this. He cannot do this.
Look how close Nevdi is getting.
Farming there is not enough.
Look how close Nevdi is getting.
Oh my gosh, farming there is not enough. Oats needs another solution, another E-tank. Oh my god, you don't want to see Shaq Tool.
Not again. Please no. Not for a second game in a row. Shaq, no.
He's gonna do it. Okay, he's going for it. Oats is going for what I was talking about.
Oh my gosh. Oats is gonna Crystal Flash on the Mother Brain room.
Yes, this is exactly what he has to do. He can do it now. He has a Crystal Flash, and then
he doesn't have a runway. He has to reload the room. He doesn't have a runway for
No, he can't do it here. He cannot do it here. Oh no, he can't Crystal Flash here because he's not gonna have the health. He
has to go in, reload this room.
That is exactly what he had to do. This isn't enough.
It's not enough.
He could have done it With
You can't
415,
help
that's
this
18
room.
projectiles. He could have done it if he. Oh, that's. Oh God, but he's gonna take damage and. Okay.
He's got it.
Can he do this?
Oats has
He's got 13 HP.
He's got 12 energy leeway.
He can't
He's
take a single hit from anything here. The Rinkas are gonna come for him. He takes a single hit for anything. A turret shot. He's dead. He's dead. He has to get out. He's gonna shoot the Zeb out. No, that's it. It was. Oh my gosh. And now he doesn't have his Zeb skip option. He doesn't.
He doesn't.
He needs to reload. He's got to find another solution here.
Camera. Look at Oats' face in the camera. He head shook.
He knows what happens. That's the Zeb skip is gone. The Zeb skip option is now gone. He needs another solution.
Go all the way through Shack Tool to hopefully.
Oh my God! And Nevdi is coming.
Nevdi's at Ripper Road.
Nevdi's in the same. Wait, they're in the same spot. They're literally in the same spot. Nevdi goes left one room. He's gonna run into Mother Brain. Who can solve this puzzle faster? Nevdi needs those missiles. He needs them.
Did Nevdi reset out of Aria?
He doesn't. I don't think he ever picked it up. Oh my gosh, there's an E-tank. Oh, oh my God, there's 2 E-tanks. There's 2 E-tanks. Nevdi doesn't have a power bomb. He's got to go back in here. Oats is kicking himself. He is kicking himself because there's 2 E-tanks right in that left door past Shack Tool. How could you have known though? How could you have known you go through this slow room? But Nevdi's going through right away. He's going through right away. Nevdi is not go mode, but he's gonna get 2 E-tanks out of this and be go mode. It's exactly what he needed. And he needed exactly 2 E-tanks, and he's gonna get it right here.
Are you not entertained, folks?
I can't believe it. He's gonna get 2 E-tanks right here. And the map is here. He passed Mother Brain. He doesn't know. He's gonna see Mother Brain directly above him, and he's gonna freak out. But Oats is going right now, and Oats is go. Oats is first. Oats is first to go. Nevdi sees it, gets the news. Mother Brain's right next to him. What do you do?
Oats has 7 power bombs. Oats only has 7 power bombs.
That's okay. He's got plenty of tanks. He's got 2 tanks of leeway to go through this.
No suits. All the damage in Mother Brain's room is going to be that much more potent.
There's no saves either.
What is this scene?
Oh!
What?
He doesn't have the Zeb skip option. Okay, he's gonna blast all these, but he's gonna take damage along the way too. 2 missiles, 3 supers.
Nevdi's right behind him.
You need to conserve the missiles. Use supers here.
I don't think Oats has the amount of missiles.
You know, he's good. He's fine. That's fine. That's it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, it is so close.
Nevdi
has 32 HP to work with. He's got 32 HP. Any hit and he's dead.
This is insane. This all comes down to this. Nevdi versus Oats, both on Mother Brain 2. They are a 5 to 10 second difference.
Nevdi has the ice beam. It's a little bit more damage than this beam. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe he lived.
This comes down to the escape again. 8 seconds was the difference in game number 2. 8 seconds.
The ice beam is a big difference. It's a huge difference. Oh my God, who gets through the fight? Nevdi can't take a hit from anything. 32 HP to work with. Neither of them have Varia, so they need 6 tanks of health.
I'm on the edge of my seat. It's the full PRKD ice beam versus without ice beam Oats. Neither one's at catch up. They're still going through it. Nevdi has 1 super left and 4 missiles. Is this serious? Wait, Eddie, is this coming down to the amount of pauses?
I don't know who's ahead right here. Oh my gosh, Nevdi almost taking a hit. Nevdi can't even take, I think, a single onion ring or he's dead.
You can't take anything.
Nothing. Misses a shot. Oh my God, Nevdi. Catch-up phase for Oats. Ooh.
This should be catch-up for
Nevdi. Nevdi's got a super as well. That's 2 charge shots for a full beam combo. And 4 missiles to work with. He can shoot the 3 missiles and 1 super.
I am standing.
Nevdi, just shoot the. Okay, nice. I think he counted. Oh my God, who's ahead?
Oats is done.
Oats finishes
Nevdi's
first.
done. They're tied.
No, what are you doing?
There's a 1 second difference. Oats doesn't have enough energy.
His muscle memory betrays him.
Oats doesn't have enough
His
energy.
muscle memory betrays him. And Oats takes the death.
No, all the way back to the
Back
ship
to
was
the
the last
ship.
time that Oats saved.
Oh my God, not like this.
This is not the way you want to go out.
No, his muscle memory. If you have 7 tanks, it's okay. You mother brain, if you have more than 100 HP left, Mother Brain would not have hurt him afterwards. If he just took the rainbow beam right there, that would have been it. But Oats takes, oh my gosh.
3-minute, 15-second timer. That's
unbelievable.
Devastating. I was too busy watching Nevdi's side. I didn't realize that when Oats took the extra damage, that muscle memory just. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oats knows it. Oats wasn't happy about it.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. They were literally neck and neck. It was a 2-second difference.
It was
1
a
second,
1 second
2 seconds.
difference. It was insane. Oh.
Oh my gosh. There is one thing to say. I don't know if Oats. I feel like he should know this, right?
Moderator's doing work right now. The moderators are putting work in the Twitch chat, trying to keep it family friendly.
But yeah, I don't know if Oats. Maybe he does, because Oats knows a lot of things about this game, right? But if you don't have any suits, and you have 7 tanks, you don't need a damage down. If Mother Brain, even if you take the rainbow beam and Mother Brain rainbow beams you, she won't continue to hit you afterwards with 7 tanks. I believe that's if you have no suits whatsoever. The threshold is 100 HP for when you have when you don't have like gravity or Varia. But I believe if you have no suit period, I think the threshold is 180, oddly enough. So I think Oats would have been okay if he didn't. I think I know why he did it. It's possible it was just muscle memory. I don't think it was, but like I know why he did that.
I would need to go back and rewatch the VOD. I was watching Nevdi's screen to see what the amount of like time difference was, because Oats started first. I didn't, and then I saw chat going nuts. You were saying it, and then I saw the under 6 energy tanks worth of damage. And again, this is one of the uniquenesses to a race.
Oh
whether
my
it was
gosh.
muscle memory, whether it was knowledge, whether it was force of habit, whatever you want to call it. Oats knows where Mother Brain is, but it's still such a far way back.
I can't believe it. I cannot believe that's how it ends.
That's not the way you want to lose a best of 3. That's not the way you lose any race. Like that. You had it. You were ahead by 1 to 2 seconds.
You know, at the end of all this, Nevdi looks like he's gonna clean up. Oats obviously that situation they were both in, that was a hard commit. There's no cowering out of that situation, right? They both had to do it. And that was game 3, when everything is on the line for this upper bracket, right? Like that is the weirdest situation I've ever seen. And it is a really scary situation, right? That's a frightening situation, knowing that you have to do this stuff through heat.
Yeah.
And you did not save for ages. But there is no, against these 2 players, there's no going back to save. There's nothing like that. You need to clutch right there, right? And at the end of it all, both these players, a hard fought best of 3, and it comes down to basically the last part of the thing.
100%.
And Nevdi landing on the ship.
Wins.
Oh,
Nevdi
with an official race time of 102.41. Your
Nevdi.
winner for today's match.
Wow.
Nevdi
beats Oats 2 games to 1. That is not how you want a race to finish, but what? That's just insane. Can you imagine how insane of an escape that would have been, Eddie? Neck and neck the entire time, and game 2 was 8 seconds, came down to pause menu. Trying to find the maps.
I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. Like, it literally would have come down to who's gonna pause more. Who's gonna pause more? Oats has, the strong mechanics, but maybe Nevdi pauses a little bit less. Who knows? But
What
I
a
can't breathe much
finish.
after that one. Yeah, my
I'm hyped up. I'm pumping. I'm quite frankly surprised that my wife or family members have not come in here asking me to basically be quiet throughout this entire time. And I am so happy I am not living in an apartment right now because there would be noise complaints. I don't care. What a finish. Whew. Oh, it's going back for Mother Brain. Gonna finish off strong. Let's get some hype for Oats in the chat. Oats finishing this out. Oats knows what Oats has to do. Let's get some hype for Oats in the chat. Let's go. Max Frost says in chat, my wife scolded me for screaming at the screen.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Come on, folks. Let's get that hype for Oats to finish up this race.
That's... I can't believe it ends like that. That's so crazy.
That's unfortunate. That really stinks. I am so hyped up right now. Wow. Oats is finishing up. Wow.
It's such a crazy situation because I think Oats had 103 HP to work with. And so like he actually can't just take a body shot.
Yeah,
because if he takes the body shot, it does 120. So that's almost like a knowledge check, if anything, right? And how often does that come up? It never comes up, basically.
This is also, I want to point out, one of the only full suitless seeds that I think I've seen in this tournament. Normally, it's been a suit first. It's gravity. Sometimes you go varioless. Sometimes it's gravityless. I've never seen. I don't think I've seen a seed in this tournament where there's no suits. And how close this has been.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we are working. The reason you don't hear any sound right now, as we prep for post-game interviews. So we're getting Oats an invite. Nevdi's waiting in the green room. We're getting Oats an invite. Oats didn't get an invite. So we're going to do that. And then the reason you're not hearing anything, Oats is marked as done. Oats in the race time room is finished. Again, that 10-minute difference. And we're going to get the racers in here for a post-game interview. Definitely a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Neither racer, and Eddie, I think we can start off by saying this, and I'm going to say it to both the racers. Neither racer should be ashamed of how they ran.
Oh,
Oats
absolutely
should not be ashamed at all of how Game 3 finished. Just think of how much more fun we get to see now. Is this something you kick yourself for as a racer and as a competitor? Yeah. But you know what? To have the stones to be able to go back, to put your foot forward to say, I'm not forfeiting, I'm finishing out the seed. Neither racer should feel at all, disheartened or anything else. And here they are, the two that put on arguably the best of three so far in this entire tournament. It's Nevdi and Notes. Listen, GG's to you both.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. GG.
Oh, Eddie, take it away. I'm still calming down.
All right, so I mean, well, you know what? Oh, it's you start. Tell me what you feel. I know you're not happy.
Any reasons I was still waiting.
Let's start with you because obviously, let's hear it.
Yeah, I mean, game one, I felt good about. It's hard to remember after you play back to back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it felt clean. That was a close run.
Mm-hmm.
Second game was extremely close. That was one of those ones where I look back and I think of all the little mistakes I made and how I could have improved because it was like 12 seconds apart.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, I think it came out in like 8 seconds. I said 12. I was corrected, but still, it's that close. That close.
Yeah. Then the last game, I knew with the Ridley deaths, I had to make some time up, and then I had to take some damage, or else I would have just died. And I don't know if that was, did I just miscalculate, or was that like a double hit? I don't even.
So basically, Mother Brain does 120, and you had 103 HP. So,
yeah, I thought it was like 90 or 80.
Yeah.
So
you had to actually not take a hit there. You had to just stand on the HP you had, basically.
Yeah.
I think.
So that cost me 15 minutes. So.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw, but you guys literally killed Mother Brain at the exact same time. Literally the exact same time.
1 to 2 second difference.
Nevdi was 1 second behind you. He had ice
such a
speed.
good. It's such a good series, but
Yeah.
it's sad to end it on that note. Like I
Yes.
don't even know if I join the interview if roles are reversed there. That's like rough as a
Yeah.
competitor. But it would have been nice to at least losing the escape rather than it going down that way. But hopefully it didn't
Yep.
tank the series because man, that was a crazy series.
Actually,
Absolutely.
you know what Oats is saying on game 3. So Nevdi, can you tell us what you did in this game at the beginning? Because Oats obviously felt like he was behind. You could tell it.
I want to talk
Understandably,
about the Ridley fights for sure.
yeah. Tell me what you did, Nevdi, because I don't know if Oats knows exactly what you did. He never got the ice beam at the top of Main Street.
Oh, okay.
Plasma.
I just got every pager. I
Yep.
scouted plasma. I reset it, and
Yep.
that probably cost me time on the Ridley fight. But I still think it's probably right to do. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to reset it. Then I went for ice, and then once nothing was coming up and I was on 4 E-tanks, I
Yep.
just had to go and clean Ridley and
Yep.
Draygon. I just had to go do it because the game ends at the top.
And Oats is
that
gonna do it.
loadout.
And you know Oats is gonna do it for sure.
And exactly, and I know
Yeah,
Oats is going to do
he's
it
gonna
as
do
well.
it.
And I was kicking myself for not getting more hollows, and I'm like, I know Oats is going to play hollows better here, and it's just I'm down a tank or a super or something, and then that got to me in the fight. But yeah, luckily I four tries or something like that. I got it out, but that was hard.
So something I want to refer, I don't know if Oats probably assumed that maybe you picked up suits and did it, but the 2 majors that Oats decided to abandon and just go on, that was plasma and ice. And
Mhm.
Oats or Nevdi reset the plasma and kept the ice. But in the end, Oats did an X Factor fight on 6 tanks, and Nevdi, you did an X Factor and missile and
On
super
5.
also on 5.
Yeah,
So you were trailing Oats for a while, basically, but your path to Mother Brain ended up being, I think, a lot faster because Oats basically, you're at that point you're kind of blind checking, right? And you just kind of have to, and you stumbled across Mother Brain, and you saw Varia, but you didn't get it. But you kind of stumbled
couldn't get
across
it.
Mother
I
Brain
don't think-
faster to make up all that time effectively.
I don't think I could get it. I had to go in the other entrance, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
it's just no way. Like,
Yeah,
I just had to, because I felt so bad about Ridley. I just had to keep going. I'm so bailed out by the E-tanks at the back there. But I suppose
that was
I'm running into
really,
like
really big
5
for
or
you.
6 or
Yeah.
6 items on the way. They were all missiles. So I guess I don't know what the odds are, but maybe I'm supposed to hit a tank eventually. But still, it was crazy. It was right at the end there, and I couldn't take a hit in Mother Brain. It was God, that was hard.
Yeah. And neither of you could actually.
No.
Maybe Oats could take one like onion ring or
When you don't have any
that's
suits,
it.
it's pretty rough. I just after like I fumbled so hard in game 1. Like I was so disappointed. Like I died trying to get up the I don't know if you were watching Eddie, but I tried to get up
Yes.
Key Hunter Shaft and I just died, and
Yep.
I'm like, man, please don't go out like this.
Yeah, I was doing
that's
comps
not-
for all 3, so my voice
Oh,
is going
nice,
to be shot
okay.
tomorrow. But
Yeah.
game 1.
Tell me about it.
Game 1, Oats. I think basically all 3 games, Oats got a pretty sizable advantage early and mid game.
Yep.
Oats. Oh yeah, Oats. Can you tell us about the decision to kind of skip Norfair in the early game? In the first game, I think you decided you went to Norfair. You said, "I don't want to do this," and then you went to Brinstar instead. I'm wondering that worked out really well for you.
Yeah, that was
and
like
that
a
was
counter
the really
route.
strong route. But I'm wondering what your choice was to make between the 2. You had 2 choices, and I'm wondering why you chose Brin over there.
I just didn't like how far away the map was. I just wanted to see if it was a close map, and then after I started going up, I think the Bryn map was a little bit closer. Then I see other entrances. Then in my mind, I'm hoping that there's nothing there, or Mother Brain is there at the end. So then I just kind of commit to the northern portion.
Yeah, your route was really strong because you then did the early lava dive, which got you the Dray kill plus the charge, which Nevdi got like kind of at the very end. I think your route was dominating essentially, but obviously the only reason, and I'm sure this scared you, but the only reason it was 2 minutes close is because of that death you took in Meridia, I believe. At the very end. Yeah, and I'm sure that kind of scared you a little bit, but your route was really strong. Nevdi lost a lot of time because he kept trying to climb Kienter stairs and he died, I think, like 3 or 4 times trying to make progress. So he didn't make progress for like 5 minutes or something, I think. And I know that kind of probably didn't make him feel good.
But I suppose if you remove my deaths and then Oates' deaths, he's still winning there. So
yeah, because his route was really good. So the only reason it was close at all is because Oates took a pretty sizable death. But his route was so incredibly strong compared to the one that you took.
So Oates, did you backtrack game 2 as well? Because did you go back for the Ridley and No, sorry, the Draygon and Ridley. I think it was. Did you go back early for those?
I did. I actually
Yeah, okay.
started collecting a bunch of miscellaneous missiles in like a loop, so I could have enough to finish. So I did go up and do that.
Yeah, okay.
You guys did
Sounds
the
like
same
we probably
thing.
played game 2. Yeah,
You
we
guys
do
did
the same thing.
There's one difference though. The story of game 2 was Nevdi is ahead by a few minutes, but Oats is trailing behind, and Oats has high jump boots on you because you abandoned the high jump. I think you were too scared to grab it because you were 2+2 and you have to go through some heat. Oats committed to it and got it pretty easily. So
yeah, okay.
you're trailing behind Oats, and he's got high jump boots on you. We're like, oh
I
my
mean,
god.
Oats
Oh
is
my
trailing
God,
with high
gonna
jump.
get
He's
out.
coming for me.
He's coming for you, but your Ridley fight I think was a little bit cleaner because you guys had to use some power bombs. Oats collected a few more missiles because I don't think he wanted to really power bomb as much.
Speaking of collecting, Oats with the 2% power bomb drop.
4%
wants
because
us
it's
to
doubled. I'm
ask
pretty
you
sure.
about
but-
it.
Yep. How'd you feel about that one, Oats? And then
Yeah,
he
I was
actually-
just
okay. Yeah,
I was ready to take the reset and start. I was gonna look at the map and I was planning it all out. And then I saw my last super missile.
Oh my god.
Gave me I think it's double though, so it would only be 4%,
4%,
regardless.
Yeah.
Regardless.
Oh wait, did you kill a
4% still.
Fune or something? Is that what you're talking
Yeah,
about?
it's a 2%
To get
chance.
Vari out of there.
Yeah, two
Yep.
supers left.
Oh
and you
my
killed
god!
2 and
I
you
had
got
to
a
like.
power bomb.
And no power bombs. He got on the last super, on the last fume to get power bomb refilled.
Oh
and
my
that
God.
You gotta
was
find
needed.
it. You gotta see
I knew I didn't have enough, so I went to go. If you won because of that, I would have been salty. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, no, I didn't deserve to win after that. So
Nevdi actually paused and he stared at the
I
pause
looked
menu
at
for
it
like,
for so
I think a
long.
minute
My
and a
brain.
half.
Oh
And
come
then
on,
he
Eddie.
went for it,
Relax.
and then you stared at there for a long time, and then he went for it, and then once he got into once he got into
Yeah, I got the room wrong.
once he got into the bowling, then he like thought about it and he's like, wait, I can't get out. So then he bailed on it. So
I thought it was
and then had to backtrack.
the Cassius room. I can't remember. I thought it was a different room and I could farm a power bomb. Then when I saw the fumes, I left. I just read the map wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, we were all freaking out. We're like, oh my
We
god, because
popped.
it's Varia.
To use a wrestling term, we popped. We popped hard. We were losing it. We were losing minds. Chat lost their minds. That was so crazy how that worked. The clip, by the way, has been posted in chat from Colossus. As they appropriately paused. I think it was Gameaholic that did it. Said plot armor.
yeah, pretty much, but didn't win, so no plot armor there.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
I can't.
I wish
stress
we could
enough,
run that.
This best of 3. Obviously, if you look at the time, you don't think twice. You're like, oh, it's 115, Nevdi 102, right? But we know how it all went down. Even game 1 was kind of close, right? Like,
Yeah.
this is of the tournament. This was my favorite best of 3
Agreed.
I've seen.
Agreed.
It was so good to see both of you play. It was amazing, actually. It's
Mhm.
eye-opening to see like how back and forth it can kind of get, and the decisions that you guys made. I thought you guys played fantastically. It just,
Yeah,
you know,
thanks. This is
Nevdi
probably.
was better.
Yeah.
I'm really lucky that I played well enough today compared to my other series. I think there's like something to be said between the difference of a pickup race and a tourney race. Like, I think Oats has a little bit more focus and drive to win, where, like, to be honest, I've crumbled in these last series. Maybe it's like the no chat interaction. Maybe it's just thriving in a competitive environment. Whatever it is, I'm just really happy that I was able to race well today compared to the other seasons, or the other races.
Mhm.
Sorry, my brain scrambled. I can't think after 3 map randers. But yeah, I very lucky that I played really well today. Yeah.
So listen, I want to ask one more question. I'm going to get you both out of here. Eddie, if you don't mind, I'll close us out afterwards, but I'll give you all the floor. I want to get inside both of your minds because I'm curious, you know, as someone who has dabbled in, you know, just playing rando and some races. I want to get inside both of your minds in game 3. Heading to Ridley. Oats, you went on 6 energy tanks, Nevdi on 5. What were you both thinking? Because we saw how many resets that you both had to do, and why did you both feel that you had to fight Ridley when you did?
Well, I mean, you have 2 bosses right there, and then you know that everything is just north of you, or just, you know, above, at the top of the map. So you have to. You don't have to, but if you're trying to optimize the time there, you have to just try to kill Ridley and then go up, or else you risk just running around collecting a bunch of stuff, finding Mother Brain, and then all of a sudden you're behind because you have to backtrack all the way back down and then go all the way back up. And I knew that the fight would have been possible, and it's just, it kind of comes down to a little bit of luck, because you kind of need some pogos. So
Yes.
you know, if you weren't getting pogos and there's a bunch of swoops, it was kind of difficult to actually make the fight work.
You have to do it. Like, you're not really thinking anything there. You just have to kill the bosses there. If you know you can do it, just there's no question. Yeah.
Did you know you could do that, Nevdi, on 5 tanks? I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if I can do it with like a return pogo manip without a reserve, so I just had to get luck, I think. I tested in one of them and it didn't work, so
Yeah.
I got rid of the manip and just relied on Ridley being nice.
I was screaming on the comms because I think the math on it, because 4 X Factors is 1200, so that's 2 supers of damage, right? So I was like screaming at my monitor. I was like going like, it's 18 missiles and 20 and 25 supers with the X Factor. I'm like, just don't use the beam.
I can't do math on the fly. That's it. You're actually Oats and Eddie, you guys are like really good at those Ridley fights and maths and everything, and it's like a big weak part of my game for sure. And I think I
just leave the 15 supers, which I started doing at that point because I was annoyed. So, but
yeah, I guess that's true. Actually, it's always just worrying. It's like, oh, I need a super now. Maybe, I don't know, but got through it.
I did think it was I didn't think it was funny because I had the same thought as you. I'm like, okay, just do the 3x or 4x opening, but then you kind of realize like, wait a second, you got to take a body shot at the start of the thing, so you can't really do more than one. And then it's like, oh, well, let's try again. But I was thinking the same thing too.
There is that RBO second X Factor, but
style.
I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah,
I'd have to learn that. But yeah, we're getting, I guess, carried away on the seeds, which is good. But I mean, like, it's good to win, but I'm also a big fan of Oats. So just like incredibly grateful that you picked up Rando in a competitive fashion, like, and bringing attention to it and everything. So it's just been so fun racing and having this amount of hype behind it all. And whether you like it or not, you are part of to thank for that, Oats. So yeah, it's been fun, dude. Thanks so much.
yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So
I hope you know that back when Nevdi has been on the other tournaments and I've talked to him, he has definitely said, I really wish Oats gets into Rando at some point. He's been saying this for years. It's not just right now, so he really does mean it. He really does mean it.
Rando
Now you just have
so
to we just need to see Eddie win, and then we need to see that Oats knocking Eddie out of the tournament for maximum content. That's my dream. That's the pathway now.
Oh, you're right. We may meet.
I love you. That's mean. That was really mean. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Mo has something to say about that matchup coming tomorrow. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I did preface that he has to do well and get through.
To,
so.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be an exciting one. Okay. Well, I better get ready for tomorrow then.
I don't know if I want to take I don't know if I'm ready for a nap, go to bed, or if I'm ready to go run a 5K. I'm so hyped after that best of 3. But I'm gonna give you all the floor because 3 back-to-back rando games, they're races. It's tough. So Nevdi and Oats, you have the floor. Then I'll give it to Eddie, and I'll wrap us up.
yeah, just thanks for commentating, and GG's Nevdi. That was hopefully very entertaining to watch for the Speedgaming channel, and yeah, best of luck against whoever your next opponent is.
Dude, echo the same to you. Good luck, man. Thanks guys for comms, tracking everything as always, and yeah, cheers.
All right, friends, that concludes our match between Nevdi and Oats in this best of 3. This was the winners final. Is that what it's called? I can't remember.
This is the upper bracket first of 2 semifinals.
Okay.
I'll plug all of that stuff. Nevdi has advanced to the upper bracket finals.
Yes, the winners finals. Got it. Yeah. So Oats not out of the tournament yet. This was the upper bracket. So Oats has a few matches left to go before he faces an opponent, but can still claw his way back up into the grand finals. So that's what he'll be doing. Nevdi will be moving on to be into the winners finals, and will be playing against the winner of Zeb and Nitro, which is going to be quite exciting. So
that is going to be a ton of fun. So Eddie, always a pleasure doing commentary with you, my friend. That was probably the most fun I've had doing any type of Metroid comms in quite some time. So
yeah.
that was a ton of fun. Nevdi, congrats on your victory. Oats, congrats on doing everything that you've done. Was just outstanding to watch both of you. Nevdi advances to the winners bracket final, while Oats is going to take some time to rest, relax, and recuperate as he awaits his opponents. So Oats now heads down to the lower bracket. Tomorrow, we have lower bracket round 4. We've got Eddie versus Mo. That is coming up at 2 p.m. Eastern time. That's a best of 3. Back to back to back again. Want to make sure you all know that. Also, mods, if there are any Speedgaming mods, if we could go raid Speedgaming 6, let's go and have a little bit of fun, raid the Dash tournament that's going on. If not, I will end the stream. But Eddie versus Mo is the first of 2 best of 3s tomorrow here in the Map Randomizer. That's a lower bracket round 4 matchup. Kissington and I got you set for games 1 and 2. Kissington's got you set for game 3. Lunatic Moth with us for all 3 of those games. And then tomorrow night, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, is the other upper bracket semi-final, Zeb versus Nitro. Tomorrow night, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. For Eddie, Nevdi, Oats, Lunatic Moth, and Aussie, I'm WXFan21, saying we will see you next mission, and what a privilege that was to commentate.